freezer.
Bomb located by attackers.
What did you call this? My color for that is always meat hanger. I don't know why.
I think it's like meat locker usually, something like that. I don't know. I'm really rusty when it comes to call-outs, to be honest.
Me as well.
But do you see the Jaeger in cash?
Yes. Now Freck, I believe, is going to push him. And we have Jackal over there watching that CCTV window.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Looks like Turbo or
I mean, getting rid of that Solus early is huge, too, if they're going to end up trying to plant, not being able to be shot through the floor, obviously, like Boss experienced for... Was it Boss? I think it was... I don't know.
It was not Boss. Boss
Somebody
died
experienced firsthand.
Yeah,
last
just getting
round.
shot through the floor is not pleasant in this game. The amount of times I've died being shot through the floor is unimaginable.
They did take out floor nades, though, which I know some people are very happy about. It's pretty controversial
It
from
is,
everything I've
and
heard.
the Siege community is quite controversial right now to not be able to cook nades anymore. And another kill for Freck here.
Gets the frag
Second
on that
one.
castle.
Yes. Here's Boss just staring at that door. He's holding that down. He's going to drone out here. Move his drone up. Red staircase.
Drop the bomb diffuser.
Zone here now. I noticed Zone also... I don't remember exactly what... Oh, and Robertson.
Boss is able to get the refrag, though, after Roberts falls.
Yep, good nice
Looking at
trade.
Ferris in a 4v2 here. We are going to see the Jackal scan going down as Turbo gets one.
Yep.
Do have Plant.
Yes, and downfall's last one to Freck.
Freck finishing it off, so very strong start to the season here from Ferris.
Very.
With the pre-fire there, too. I mean,
Yep.
Freck is on it today.
He is, definitely.
Ferris has done a great job of just winning their ones right now, it seems like. I mean, for the most
Yep.
part, we have yet to see them lose any of these gunfights. I know most of the time we've been focusing on Freck, but just being able to peek. I mean, especially on that castle where, like, the castle had the advantage there, just seeing it blown and then peeking. But Freck is still able to hit that headshot and
Yes.
get the kill.
Used by attackers.
And here they are moving to cash and CCTV. I'm surprised they did not pick either a bandit or a Cade on this. Because I feel like those are very popular as well as a mute.
They do have a Cade. They have Cade.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
I just didn't. I glossed over it, I
It's
guess.
all right. But yeah, I know in some strategies, I want to say last year, they might not even have ran any denial on that wall. I might be misremembering, but interesting to see that they are running the Jaeger here. I know Ferris usually runs a Wamai there, being able to throw those up in the rafters and,
Yes,
and
having...
deny a ton of them.
Yep. I find them... I remember when Wamai was first introduced, how he was supposed to be a replacement, but now they're kind of interchangeable as to whether or not what your play style is. If you want to be more passive, you can have Jaeger, or more active, you can go Wamai. And, I mean, they are the same speed, are they not? Same speed and armor.
I think they are now, I want to say.
Here we have Ace pre-placing charges on the wall.
The kite does come down. Do they get the wall first, though?
That is the question. Here we have Zone droning out the bedroom and construction site.
Sounds like it might have been blown.
It does sound like it, yes. And we have Zone pushing into bedroom. At least in that hallway. Boss climbing up onto the roof. We can barely see him. Alright, Freck moving into construction. Boss right on his tail. And down falls Freck to that, that TSG shotgun.
Love that gun.
It makes such a nice sound. As much as I don't like seeing myself fall to it, I love hearing
He
it.
gets another one.
Wow, that's a second one now.
OSD.
Yes. Oh, and Boss takes him down with a nice spray.
Does find the refrag.
Yep. And there's a second for Boss this time.
He's going to be able to get the revive off, bringing it back to a 3v3. Oh, unfortunate.
Oh.
Peeks right into that impact, barely surviving. Looks like he's going to peek it again. A little bit of pre-firing.
Yep. Let me switch over to...
Jaeger takes damage, and he goes down. Zone gets the kill on Italian Mafia, but Sir...
Legion gets a kill on Boss here. Now it's down to
Sir
a 2.
Butterlock Gets another.
Down to just Turbo. And
Turbo
they're
finishes
fine.
it off.
Wow. Good job, Turbo.
So good
That's
response
good.
there after going down
That was
3-5 that round. I got a little distracted there by I think it Sir Buttalock. I just
Yeah,
wasn't,
that was
I wasn't
funny.
expecting the
wasn't
name
either.
there, but yeah, great round from Ferris. They're able to bring it
That
back.
was.
Obviously not a great start going down 2, but then once they got that kill onto OSD and weren't facing down the barrel of that TCSG anymore, they were able to bring it back.
Protect your bombs
Definitely.
from being defused by attackers.
It's amazing that you can throw one slug in someone's chest and they lose 90% of their health. To me, damage in this game sometimes does not make sense at all. Like, I get that you get shot in the face, you die. But having a slug rip through your big toe and you're almost dead.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's the same with a lot of games, though. Really, like most games, you're not gonna survive. Like in real life, you're probably not surviving 4 shots
You
to the
definitely
chest
are
from
not.
anything. So I think it's more just a balancing thing than anything. But taking the 3-0 lead here,
Yes.
we're gonna see Valkyrie barricading off that pool table where that first round they were able to get a lot of damage onto Turbo.
And here we are going to follow fracking.
Seeing pretty similar picks here. I know, I'm not sure if it's just a map or a targeted pick, but Turbo last year, towards the end of it, ran a lot of Grim, was actually his most played operator. Loved the 5.52.
Yep,
Or it is a 5.52, right?
I do believe so.
Okay. And, yeah. So that was always interesting to see. Like, you don't see a ton of Grims, especially
you
at
do
this
not.
level of play, and so seeing him run that all the time was pretty cool to see some of these
You don't really
lower-picked
see a lot of
operators.
Grim nor Sens.
Be seeing a gunfight here.
Oh,
Freck just barely misses the wall
Wow.
bang. And again,
almost a
Oh.
second wall bang here for Frag. Obviously, he can't see where the
OSD
enemy
gets
is.
the kill, but Boss gets a frag as well.
Yep.
Unfortunately, the Habana going down.
Unfortunately, there goes their hard breacher.
Hopefully, he was able to get Hatch first.
I think I heard an explosion.
OSD gets the kill onto Turbo.
Yep.
Drones up and running.
Ferris once again finding themselves down a player. It's like Freck looking to take control of some blue here.
Yep. Might want to. Here he is switching to his drone to drone that out. He's moving down the blue stairs. Spots a Valkyrie cam on his way down. Which
Nice pick up there by him.
I didn't even see that thing.
Get some intel
There we see.
on where 2 of the Drexel players are.
Yep. He was very close on those
We see
random
Zone
sprays
trying to
to the
take some
wall.
space here.
Yep.
Looks like a missed throw there on that Legion.
Bomb located by attackers.
Great nitro, but
wow.
not enough to finish off Boss there. Barely dodges the bullets there from the Valkyrie. Zone finding himself pinned down, but he
Finds
does get
the
a
kill.
frag.
Wow. Freck upstairs trying to play through the ceiling. Wow, Roberts finds 2 and
Quick double kill by Ferris, and it looks like they get a little bit of damage onto that final Valk. The peek but just misses the
Roberts
shot.
falls.
It's left to Freck in a 1v1. OSD a little less than half. Laying down, gets the damage, doesn't get the
Oh,
kill.
was not able.
And OSD able to clutch up there for Drexel, taking their first round of the game. And it's one Ferris definitely wishes to have back there, getting a 2-1 there at the end, and then freckin' Roberts just missing those shots.
Yep,
Unfortunate,
unfortunately.
just needed a little bit more damage.
I don't know. She was at a sliver of health there at the very end, but I mean, in this game, every shot really does matter.
Looks like we're going to be seeing our first Mira of the game here, along with a Bandit.
As yep.
A little bit different operator comps so far. Freck might be trying to go buck through the floor here. Could also see him switch off. I know a lot of the times we see a ton of switching before the round from Ferris, depending on
Yep.
the objective.
I am glad that they added in that ability to be able to change your operator during the preparation phase for anyone on attack.
Yeah, it really helps to, I mean, balance out the casual side of Siege, because I know at like the highest level, I think it's attackers have the advantage, but I mean, when you're not playing in the pro leagues, it's a lot more defender-sided.
Yep.
Just in terms of, I mean, kind of the way that the game is set up, where you're attacking something, and whereas the defender, you have to come to them. Where I don't remember what the disparity is, but I know that it's, I mean, the statistics say that like in ranked and just casual play that it's super defender-sided.
Yep. And it normally should be because you have to go to them; they don't have to come to you.
Freck
You have
does
the
stick on
advantage.
that boss, or not Buck. As we see the Thatcher and
Thatcher and Ace
coming out.
combo. Yep. Making able to blow up that jacuzzi wall, giving them quite a bit of view, and he notices the Mira.
He's going to be staring down a Mira.
Yep.
So they are going to be able to get rid of it here.
Yes, as he tosses
Thatcher.
a Selma charge right onto the face of it. The Mira was standing just behind it, covering that corner from main's top main and a little bit of that bedroom hallway. Little does Freck know that someone is in that room. Or they were, they just jumped out garage.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
It's weird being able to see where everyone's location is, even through walls. How close Freck was. Oh, downfalls Roberts to Sir Buttalock.
And he
Sir
gets a
Buttalock gets a
second.
second. Wow.
Boss unable to land the shots there. There's down 2 once again. Oh, gets the breach charge kill.
Breach charge kill. Take some early damage from that Mira sitting over there.
Zone gets another. We're back tied 3-3. Zone's going to be peeking here. Looks like that Mira might not be aware of where he is as Boss finds the
Wow.
shots onto the Mira.
And we will fall down to the Solus on the main stairs.
Looks like they do have
Freck
control
pulls out
of
the
both.
skeleton key here.
Control of objectives here. Might be trying to see a plant go down, although they do have the Solus to get it through the floor.
Yes. Freck's trying to pre-fire on that staircase where he knows Zone died.
It looks like Drexel's just going to be trying to play plant denial here with the Solus.
Yes, with the Solus staying below, they're focusing on plant now.
You
That
see
is,
the plant start to go
it is
down.
starting. And luckily, Boss is sitting on. Oh, that was a
Not able to
good
survive
nitro cell
both.
though. From the Bandit, who's also playing below.
So unfortunately, is going to be left to Freck here in the
Attackers recovered the
2v1.
bomb diffuser. Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Make some noise here. He's going to flank off on the Bandit, and he does, but the skeleton key lets him down. Is able to get
Wow.
the kill. Now it's
Now
a
in a
1v1.
1v1 situation with the Solus.
Attackers have recovered
He is
their
going to have to start that plant.
Yep.
5 seconds left.
Probably not going to get it off here.
Nope.
As-
Unfortunately, Drexel takes their second round of the match.
Ducks able to deny that plant right at the end.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Ferris almost brought it back there. You really thought that they had a chance. I'm not sure if Freck knew he had the skeleton key out or if he just expected that to kill on the Bandit there. But unfortunately, that nitro cell just able to get Boss. Had that plant gone down, Ferris probably would have won that round having... they didn't have the man advantage, but having the same number of players and then just being able to deny that defuse.
Yep. That's why it is a big thing to have a Solus playing bomb, especially in the more competitive level and higher ends, as you can deny so much by playing on the lower level.
Yep, looks like pretty similar team comps here. Sir
Yes.
Buttalock trading off Castle for Legion. Freck going back to Ash. Zone playing some Jackal here.
And we have,
I think we've seen that on the
Yes.
basement defense both times.
we have OSD switching from Valkyrie out to, oh boy, Azami. There we
5
go.
seconds to go.
Yep, once again seeing the Jaeger as opposed to the Wamai
Yes.
up on
Locate a bomb and
Rafter, which I don't know. I always find interesting. I think that for this objective especially, it seems like Wamais are better for protecting those rafters. You usually get more mileage out of them.
Yes.
As well as just having that 1.5 on the MP5K, I feel like is a better loadout to have than Jaeger's 416. I mean, the thing's been nerfed into the ground 30 times. Looks like
I
there
remember
is
still
just a
playing when
mute.
he had an ACOG.
Yeah.
That was amazing. Here we see Boss is hoping to get that entire section of that wall. Not able to get it as it was destroyed for some reason, so they're left with just head holes here.
Yep, unfortunately they're going to have to vault if they want to get through there.
That is a major disadvantage in a gunfight if you're trying to vault through something.
So we see Freck taking control of Logi here.
And now he's gonna start moving his way into construction, which is a big vantage point for Cash and CCTV here.
Yeah, we've
Did we
seen
face
Drexel.
some trouble with a mute jammer, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, Dux gets the flank here on zone.
That is twice zone has fallen to
As
Dux on
Turbo
Main
gets a
Street.
frag here, getting a kill onto the Jaeger.
And Boss will drop into Logi to help support
OSD
Frag.
able to get a refrag here onto Roberts. Ferris down 3-4.
And Freck will answer that. Now it is now 3-3 again.
Yep, able to pick up that kill onto Hades. As OSD goes down,
And
Turbo
Turbo,
able to
will
finish
finish
him
that
off.
off. And we hear Turbo sitting on the red door hoping someone to walk through. When Freck gets hit with a Legion Mine. Oh, Boss is down now, and Dux will finish off Boss here for a double kill.
left in a 2v2 here, about a minute left. Gets rid of the mute.
He will rotate outside now, looks like.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
He will start moving into the CCTV room after breaking that window, maybe. Turbo found his way uptown.
Yep, snags the diffuser.
Yep. About 40 seconds
Like
left.
he might
here.
be vaulting back into CC there.
Here, Freck is using his drone to get some last second intel. Runs into another mute jammer. And
Sir.
down falls Turbo to 1v2 with Freck as well.
Going to have
Gonna
to pull out that
Legion.
Legion.
And down he falls to Sir Buttalock. That brings it tied 3-3. Is not?
Yep. Unfortunately, not
Unfortunately
able
for
to finish off that round there. Ferris has found themselves in good position to win a lot of these rounds so far this game. Just obviously we saw him win the first three, and then
Yes.
Drexel able to bring it back to a tie game. But we do get to see Ferris play defense now.
Yep.
And in the past, Ferris has done a lot better on defense. I'm not sure whose map pick Clubhouse was. I want to say it was Ferris's. I know they play on it a lot.
It is very popular for them to. And they are actually going CCTV cache themselves.
One thing I have noticed in the past that I've talked about a lot with other commentators about how Ferris and everyone tends to win the map that the other team picks and
Yes.
then lose their and play worse
And lose
than
their own.
Yeah, it's a really interesting thing for that to be the case. Like you'd think if you were picking a map that'd be the one that
You
you'd
would
be
win
most,
on.
yeah, you'd have your highest win percentage on. But we are going to be seeing the Azami and Wamai rafter defense here.
That is very popular as of late. Just Azami's versatility is amazing with her little kunais. That pixel peek is going to be deadly if Turbo can pull it off here.
Perfect placement by Turbo there.
Oh, yeah.
He is going to get the other one.
2 perfect placements in a row for him, and he has
Creating
a
pretty
third
much
one
a
left.
one-way.
It is very hard to hit that
Will
shot.
be interesting to see if Ferris does a little bit more defending bedroom side, as it looks like Freck is over here. Gonna be waiting to see. Does find a couple on Jacuzzi balcony. Gets the drone there. Getting rid of some intel.
Yep. He knows of it, only one on Jacuzzi balcony, though.
As he sees the drone go out.
Yep.
And he's gonna get the other drone
out.
there. They do know where he is, though. Zofia grenade is gonna blow up in the wall, and Freck is starting to get pushed over here.
Down falls Jackal to Freck.
Big opening pick there.
That
getting
is very
The
big.
Jackal. As he
Down
is
falls
able
a
to get the
second.
Zofia as well.
Wow.
Freck getting Ferris a huge lead here.
That is quite big. And Freck right now is going 10-3.
What an angle
Wow.
by Turbo. Not able to get the kill, but he does soften up Ace quite a lot.
It's so satisfying to have a little pixel and you're able to make a big play off of it. If only he'd been able to do just a little more damage.
Barely
but
dodges those bullets there. You're going to see a
Downfalls,
peek here. Frank
okay.
gets one. As the last drops down.
Yes, hoping
5v1
to-
here.
Down falls Roberts. And there we are.
Turbo finishing it off. Coming up big that round.
Yes.
Obviously softening up that ace, being able to get a kill there on the end to finish it off. Freck doing a great job of denying that bedroom side push, and I think that's the big difference that we've seen here between Drexel and Ferris so far, is that Ferris obviously having Freck stationed over in bedroom, putting up a ton of defense over there, whereas it seemed like Drexel just kind of let Ferris have that side of the map.
Yes.
And then bunkered down in that CC and cash, and were able to win that round that they won their gunfights. Whereas Ferris here picking them off kind of one by one, and Freck having a great start to the season here.
Yes, he is.
Going 11-4 so far.
Wow. Next pick there was Armory and Church. I wonder if anyone's going to be sitting in, what'd you call it? I know it is dirt. The little subsection.
Dirt, yeah, dirt, secret. I think it's, as long as it's just tunnel, I think
Exactly,
everybody
like
knows what
tunnel.
you're talking about for the most part. But yeah, it's usually just secret or dirt.
Here we have the footholds being made here by Roberts.
Yep, Robert's playing his, doing his patented Maestro cam.
I love that he has 3 Maestro cameras now.
Really? See, I didn't know that
he's
that
up to 3.
was a buff, as Freck is going for a spawn kill here.
And there
Gets
he
the
finds
kill.
one. Wow.
Great start
he is
there.
looking quite cheeky with that one. Did you see that little devilish little smile he got going?
Yeah,
Was
he
that-
likes to mess around a lot.
Was that
few
3
times,
seconds?
but- I think
I
so.
really
Yeah,
hope so.
Yeah, it was.
Okay,
We're
good.
45 seconds into the round.
Good.
It was.
I was like, because
There
if
was
that
ample
wasn't,
time.
then. Alright, he sees a drone here. He's going to destroy it, hopefully. I once saw someone waste an impact on a drone. I felt really bad. As those impacts can have such massive versatility in the late game, and denying, wasting it for 10 points on a drone when it was not important at all.
This is a really nice angle he was able to make there with that
Yes.
impact. Being able to see that upper slot of the stairs, as looks like they found Roberts' Maestro cam up top.
Yeah.
Looks like he's just jiggling the camera open to be able to spot them there.
He had it all the way up in Logi. Wow.
Yeah, he likes to shoot holes with the bailiff through the floor looking at the hatch, so if they're not
Okay.
paying attention to it, then you're able to get rid of Habana pellets
Right.
or thermite charges there and deny that hatch plan. And if not, then it just kind of wastes time or utility.
I believe Freck just blue screened.
Oh. Yeah.
Yep, Freck just got blue screened. Wow. This is
Unfortunate.
not good. It's
So he
down
should
to
be able to join back in after restarting, but yeah, you can see
Let's hope so, but that is unfortunate
his
for
face
FSU
lighting
right
up
now.
there. Yeah.
I was able to read his lips, and he said, "I've been blue screened," and I noticed his face was really blue. I was like, "That is not good."
Ferris
at all.
will probably burn some of their technical timeouts in between the rounds here just to try and give them a chance to get back
Most likely.
sooner rather than later. So it will be very important, especially with a tied man count here, for Ferris to get the win on this round and give them a little more breathing room
Yep.
and time for Freck to get back in.
Oh, and down falls Boss to OSD.
Zone is able to get a refrag there onto Ducks. So we see the Lion scan starting to go out.
Down falls Zone and Turbo, both fall.
He's able to
Down
get
goes
one.
Hades. Roberts
gets
is
a
able to find a second.
A 1v1
Wow.
situation
Sticking
here.
the plant.
Activating the bomb diffuser.
Unfortunate.
Oh, unfortunate.
Not able to get the
They
final
traded.
kill. Oh,
It was
unlucky.
just he had already planted that diffuser.
Dang, Sir Buttalock just able to hit that head. And it looks like they will be taking a technical timeout to try and give Freck time to rejoin this game. Unfortunate that the round had to go that way. Obviously, if Freck was in the game, then Ferris would have one there.
That is unfortunate. I've noticed that as of late, more and more people have been, their game has been crashing. It's quite unfortunate recently.
Yeah, I know. Just in tryouts, they didn't have a full 10-man game, so I helped out with tryouts.
No, we didn't.
And so, yeah, halfway through the second game, I got the blue screen
Yeah,
and
blue screen of
completely
death. It is
crashed. Yeah.
annoying.
Is it just like something with the new update with Siege or
I
something,
do
where
believe,
it's just
I think
started?
something's wrong with it. I hate it.
Well, hopefully it gets fixed sooner rather than later, because obviously losing around to it is not great. I can't remember exactly how long they get for a technical timeout, but I know that
I think it's 15 minutes in total.
15 minutes total. Okay, so that
Yes.
should give Freck enough time to
Restart his
yeah,
computer.
get everything
get
back
logged back
up
in.
and running. Yeah, just unfortunate that that had to happen, especially in a situation like
Yes.
that where it was Ferris had the lead and looked like they were going to take that round, and then obviously just needing one more player at the end with
Yeah.
the trade. But not all is lost. Still a tied game, 4-4.
Yep.
And they will get to defend Church and Armory there again, so hopefully they're able to just finish off this game, get the final 3 wins, and then
Let's hope so.
finish it off. But yeah. And thankfully they get technical timeouts, because
Yes,
if
that'd be very annoying
it
if they
would
didn't.
really suck to have something that's entirely like Ubisoft sided, and then it
Mm-hmm.
just loses you a match because you get kicked out for 3 rounds.
Yeah, and imagine the amount of pressure it'd be to log back in as fast as you can. And Freck is reloading in Siege right now, as we can see. He's on the very far left there. Boss is already on his phone. I believe Roberts is as well. Turbo and Zone are just sitting there. And Freck is
And
able
he's
to
back
rejoin
in
the
the
game.
game.
All right.
So there, only being forced to lose out on 1 round.
Yep.
Hopefully they can get back in, and this didn't kill any momentum that they might have had from there.
Let's hope so. They had amazing momentum for those first 3 rounds, and then it seemed to just slip away from them slowly, but here we are. Going into the ninth round.
Yep, and it looks like we are going to be seeing the same defense here. Turbo switching out for an Rooney.
Wow. And then Zone switching out to Smoke. That's good for area denial, especially in blue, where it seems like he might be playing.
Yeah, last round it was,
tossing one already.
yeah.
Oh no, he was throwing a beeper. Excuse me.
Oh, well. But, yeah, just unfortunate round last time for Zone.
That
Peeking
was.
the wrong side of the
Yeah.
reinforcement. He got hit with the siege timing.
Yeah. Call of Duty timing. Do you know what that is?
I would assume it's the same thing.
It is the
Yeah.
exact same thing as siege timing. You will hold an angle for 5 minutes. The millisecond you look away, someone swings your corner and you get lasered in the face.
Yeah.
Wow. Freck already found a drone. Let's hope he does not blue screen again. I'm crossing my fingers.
That would really suck.
That would be very unfortunate.
Especially for Freck to have done it. The game he's having so far, and losing
Yep.
your best player in the middle of a round.
That is not good at all.
Not ideal. But no harm, no foul. It looks like,
Nope.
I mean, at least it was 4-4. It wasn't game point. So
Yeah. Overtime match point where $30,000 on the line at a siege. And Freck falls early, actually. He was aiming a little too high there as someone burst into the kitchen. It's Ram, is it not? She's opening up all that to get as much vitality as she can and as many sight lines.
yeah,
A very big
ruining
play.
a lot of those places that Roberts was sitting last time. Although it does give him an angle onto Meat Locker there.
Yes, it does.
Could end up biting them.
We have
but-
Zone holding out the SMG-11, holding down that Memorial Biker Way.
Turbo just holding an angle here onto Red Stairs, losing Freck early.
Yes.
Huge loss here for Ferris, especially when it comes to denying plant.
Yep. Having that Solus, or not having that Solus, excuse me, is going to be very big in this end game, especially if they're able to get that plant off.
We do see Roberts holding that Meat Locker. About a minute 20 left. Drexel does have full control of the upper floors, though.
Yep. All because of unfortunate falling of Freck here. And as you can see, they are playing off those holes made by the Ram.
They are going to be trying to thermite the hatch. Is Roberts going to be able to get onto his cam in time? Nobody does impact it away.
Wow.
Oh, no, he wasn't.
He was not able to get
to.
that. He guessed the wrong
Unfortunate.
side, unfortunately.
Yep.
He has to be very cautious of how open that is now. And Downfall's Turbo now in a 3v5 situation.
He's one in secret here. So he will be droning out Roberts. This one is pushing stairs as well.
So there's one main stairs and one secret. Roberts needs to reload here. Oh, Downfall's zone. Unfortunate 2v5 situation.
He's going to get it down onto the Lion here.
And Roberts is able to find one as well. Second
another.
one. Unfortunately able to fall into the third one. Not having enough bullets. And Downfall's Roberts.
Unfortunate there.
Drexel is up now, 4-5.
And losing zone there at that point in time was a huge blow for
Yes.
Ferris, especially none of those smokes were thrown. I mean, being able to deny, I think there was 30 seconds left in the round, they could have completely denied stairs
Yes.
and made them funnel straight through either church or drop hatch. But Ferris just lets that round slip away after Freck falls early. And now they find themselves with a deficit. What could have been a 5-3 lead, Ferris is now down 4-5.
Unfortunately. That's just the tides of these games. They can go from you're doing amazing, you're up 3-0, and all of a sudden you're down.
Ferris is going to get Cash CC back, though,
Yes, which is very nice.
as it looks like Turbo might not have gotten quite as perfect of a one-way there.
I don't believe so. Not as the first time. It didn't look as small as it was before.
So we could be seeing Roberts doing a little bit of bandit tricking on main wall there.
Yep. That is very nice to do, but you have to time it so perfectly right now.
Attacker's objective is to locate a
And have
bomb
you seen the new ACE
User has been dropped.
update to where his Selma charges will now take longer?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Each one is a full second longer per deploy and
That's a big nerf
Yes.
to Ace. I don't know, is that quick enough to be able to bandit trick both, though? Or is that still...
it's giving you more than enough time to at least get one of them. And it is
Man.
and we see Freck here playing gym side again, trying to deny them being able to hold the Logi
You
construction.
see the bandit
side
go off,
here.
and he does
Yes.
get the thermite
He's
charge.
getting that trick, and they have an ace and
Turbo
a
not
thermite.
able to see that wall was open. It looked like you could just see the ace repelling there. Hopefully he doesn't get refragged as he does. Looks like the ace does rotate, so he's going to be able to safely get back to rafters.
He's still holding down that garage door though. And Roberts just constantly putting.
I'm just juggling those
Yeah,
bandits,
wow.
trying to deny it. He did get the first thermite. Wasting a ton of time here, though, thankfully.
Yes. About a minute 45 left in the round. So
Just
he's
hoping to get
watching that top there, hoping to. Looks like a
As Turbo
zombie.
is taking a couple shots
And
there. at the
downfalls
repelling
Frack
thermite.
again early.
Unfortunate.
Falls to
Ferris
Sledge.
does have a bit of a time advantage here with that wall not blown open and only a minute and a half left in the round.
Yep. And Zone is now watching the doorway in the bedroom. He's running the MP5 on Wamai, which is actually more popular than the AUG.
I prefer it to the AUG, personally. I mean,
I do
it's
as
just
well.
a laser and having that 1.5. As Zone gets a kill
Wow.
here. Looks like there are going to be a couple coming from bedroom side. Looks like they may have given up on that main wall.
They most likely have with Roberts being able to sit there and bandage.
Only about a minute left. There is a mute stopping that thermite, but they do have Thatcher still alive, although he is out of
He is out of-
EMPs. Although the grenade might have gotten that mute.
It did.
It does.
And they've blown open that wall from construction into cash. And Boss is able to find an early one with his shotgun.
Only about 30 seconds left in the round here. Ferris going to have to play time.
Yep, and they are up by a player as well, which is nice.
Just trying to hold off and tie it back up. Turbo takes a ton of
big
damage.
Zone throwing out some Wamai gadgets here to hopefully deny any flash or grenades that are thrown towards him.
Only 15 seconds left. Drexel is going to have to make a push here, as it looks like they might be vaulting in.
Zone found one.
10 seconds to go.
That's his second of the round. Zone finds a third.
Defuse drop. They're not going to be able to get it
No,
in
they
time,
are
and it looks
not.
like Ferris is going to take this round.
Wow. Boss
As-
finds the second one of the round. That was good. That was really good. Them playing on time, even though they were down a player.
Good bounce back there from
That
Ferris. Unfortunately, it looks like Freck might have lost a little bit of the swagger that he had early on after getting blue screened. Obviously, it just kind of throws you out of the loop here. I mean, he was in the zone, it felt like. I want to say he was 11-4 before, and now dropping down to 12-6. But at the very least, it is still tied, and Ferris is going to get
Attackers need to locate and defuse
another
any
chance
bombs
at
they can.
CC and Cash as long as they win one of these next 2 rounds. Freck switching to a Malusi here, and Zone is going to be on that Frost, much like Drexel. Freck, I mean, Frost's kit is kind of underrated, though, just in terms of, I mean, obviously her gadget isn't the greatest, but having a gun with a 1.5 that hits like a truck and then having a secondary shotgun is, as well as a deployable, is still a great kit overall to have.
Yes.
So while her gadget might not be as impactful as some,
5 seconds left
it
before
is,
insertion.
I mean, the rest
is
of her
still
kit
a
kind of
showstopper.
makes up for it,
Attackers must locate and
even with the
defuse
nerf.
bomb.
And we see Zone putting his
Loading new mag.
frost mats quite far out from objective, as to hope that they will be that the enemies will be less aware of them and not think that they'll be that far out, and they'll be most likely to just jump on one. And also, it's amazing to see the debuff that they have whenever you pick yourself up from a frost mat, as you can't sprint for 30 seconds, I believe, and you leave a blood trail.
Yeah, and then obviously you make a ton of
Yes,
noise
you make
as
lots
well,
of
which
noise.
is arguably the most important part
thing
of
of this
it. Yeah.
game. So we see Turbo sitting here in the hallway between the 2 objectives. Freck is trying to hold down Cash as Malusi.
Just bunkered in there,
Yeah.
reinforcements on every wall.
He won't go down without a fight, at least.
Yeah, just trying to burn more time. I mean, we saw it impact the game a lot last
Yes.
round. He might not have gotten a kill and had died, but by the time they had gotten that kill, it was 1 minute and 30 left.
Attackers have located a bomb.
As we see, Zone is just holding this
Pixel
doorway.
is
He
able to get
saw
a
him.
little bit of damage there
Yep, on that
onto the
ash.
ash.
Him and Freck are just gonna. Oh, downfall Zone. Do a pre-fire.
They're from Hades is 1.5 minutes left. Freck still in Cash. Though we could be seeing a wall getting thermited here behind him. Yes, we do. He's going to play it aggressive and swing.
Falls to the. He was down on the bottom, like mid-bottom red stair.
Yep, just didn't see the thermite there.
Nope.
Unfortunately, down 2, down 3
Wow,
now as
down
OSD gets a
3.
kill onto Roberts. Boss is
Boss
able
able
to
to
get a
find one.
refrag.
Ah.
Unfortunately, Turbo just shoots a little too quickly there.
Downfall
And
Turbo and Boss.
Italian Mafia is able to finish it off by taking out Boss. So Drexel back with the lead again.
Yep. Unfortunately.
Match point as well. Ferris is going to have to win these next 2 if they want to have any chance of winning. As they do get to go Church Arsenal again. Last time obviously didn't go that well with Freck being taken down early, and then the time before that getting booted.
Attackers
Feels
must
like a
locate
repeat
and
of
defuse
last
remaining
time.
bombs.
All the same operators made by the defense. Except the Azami by Turbo is different.
Yeah, and it's really unfortunate that Freck had to be taken out of that round. It felt like Ferris was kind of gaining some momentum there, about to kind of pull away now that they had that defense side, and then feels like just the wind has been sucked out of the sails of Ferris here.
Yep. They started off amazing. Were able to pick up a little bit more, and then technical difficulties always happen. But I believe Freck is going to be trying to play above again, hoping to deny
5 seconds left before insertion.
many plants.
But all is not lost.
To locate a bomb.
Down 1 is never unwinnable. I mean, all it takes is a couple rounds and Ferris is back winning this thing. As well as even if they don't, they do have 2 more maps to
Yes.
clinch it out. And I
Yes.
feel like they can be pretty confident going into these next ones, knowing that like it was really unfortunate that Freck was taken out.
Yeah.
Had he been in there, it's an entirely different game right now. It's Ferris match point, and they have a guaranteed chance to go back to cash,
Yes.
which they have yet to lose.
And Robert's having that Maestro cam way up high again. It's quite versatile. Let's hope they don't destroy that screen again, as we see someone looking right at it.
Yep, we are going to see a frag
They
get
might
rid
destroy
of the
it.
Maestro
As it falls
to the floor.
It's very good. That is also another reason why you put those bailiff
Well,
shots
I think it
beneath
might have gotten a Cade on Hatch.
Oh,
So,
that would be unlucky.
unfortunately for Ferris, what keeps Roberts' Maestro cam alive might have gotten rid of their denial on that Hatch. It looks like it did.
Yes, it did.
They are going to be able to blow that out if they don't get rid of the Maestro cam first.
As we see here, Robert's holding the thing on Meat Locker. Oh, they're able to grab a quick peek on Roberts. As we see Zone holding down Blue here, with Freck and Turbo in church.
About a minute left in the round here. Ferris down 4-5.
Yep.
Unfortunately, Roberts is taken out of the game. They're not going to have access to those Maestro cams to deny Plant anymore.
Nope.
Zone still does have all 3 smokes, hopefully able to get those down
Let's
this
hope
time.
so. Oh, there goes the first. As we see Freck and downfalls Turbo now to 3-5.
Unfortunately, peaks the buck, but
Wow.
Freck able to get the refrag. Back to a 3v4. Freck can't hit the ram drone. As OSD goes down,
Wow,
Boss able to get a
finds-
kill and tie it back up. 30 seconds left. Ferris
Yep.
in a 3-3 round. Match point. Have to close this out if they want to keep the game going.
Yes, they do.
Sir Buttlock gets
Downfalls
takes a
Zone.
bit of damage, but Boss is able to get the refrag there.
Wow, good job, Boss. That's a triple kill for him.
And
a
Boss
fourth.
finishes off the
Wow.
round with the 4-piece, sending it to a final round here. Thankfully, Ferris able to hang on, and the game isn't over quite yet. Going to a round 13 here. Overtime. Ferris is going to get CC cash now.
Yep. That's most likely where they're... Yep,
Yep.
there they go.
Haven't lost it yet. Hopefully able to keep the pattern going. So we are going to see the same team comp from Ferris, as it looks like Ducks playing Capitao here.
Wow.
Likely trying to flush out Roberts to not be able to bandit trick that wall anymore.
Most likely. Pretty normal site setup here. Most likely going to see Turbo rotate into garage, try and get his little pixel peaks again.
And it does look like Drexel, the current team comp, is going to be able to get that main wall, which might change up the round a little bit. Obviously, it burnt a ton of time for Ferris the last
Yes, it did.
go around. As we've seen Boss kind of come alive and steady the ship here.
Yes,
As
he
it felt like
has.
the game was almost over, but Boss able to come alive for that last round, get a 4-piece, and put Ferris right back in the position they wanted to be in.
Yep.
Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it. The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Freck will be faking the spawn kill there, as well as just opening it up for later. Still playing that Solus, trying to get rid of as many drones as he can before the round.
I mean, the less drones, the less intel they have.
So we do see an... Looks like some hard breach charges
Yeah, those were...
going on bottom of garage there.
which can be quite a big thing. Here we have Roberts trying to bandit trick it.
Unable to get
it.
both. Unfortunate. But with that Capitao, it did seem like that was going to happen regardless. So
Yes,
it
it
might be
did.
better for Roberts here escaping without taking any damage.
Here we have Turbo
Freck takes a
watching
little
that.
bit of
Yep.
damage there. Turbo still watching that garage door.
He's gonna
Looks like there
hold
might be
that
an
till the day
Ash
he dies.
peeking here soon. Oh,
Ooh,
just
unable to find that headshot. He moves to his next zombie, and he's droned out, and he falls. Wow.
unfortunate. Able to be spotted from the main wall.
If that ace was able to find him as he freaked out when he got droned. We do see Boss getting a nice little spot to watch that CCTV window.
About a minute and a half left here.
Ferris down 4-5, unfortunately.
Drexel looking to make a push as we hear smokes going out.
Freck is watching for that plant.
Freck does
there.
see
He
plant
sees it.
starting.
He's able to find one, but falls, unfortunately.
Attackers
They are going to get the plant off.
Ooh, unfortunately, Roberts just falls. Wow, good shot by Boss. It's a 1v1 situation.
And unfortunately, we are going to see the Capitao arrows going off on plant.
Yep.
Gonna have to get the kill if he wants to get the plant
But
off.
unfortunately falls.
Unfortunate there for Ferris. That Capitao counter pick able to win the round there for Drexel. That smoke was just not reaching far enough for Freck to get over to deny that
Nope.
plant. He did get the kill onto the vaulting
Thatcher.
Thatcher, but that smoke just didn't seem to take up enough space for him to be protected from
Nope.
wall. As Ferris is going to have to win an attacking round now. Overtime match point again. Not the situation you want to be in to start the season off.
No, it is not. Not at all.
Fred going with that comfort pick on Ash.
Yes, that is a very nice comfort pick for him. I remember, like, when she used to have an ACOG on her R4C, she was a monster to deal with. So we see Drexel picking basement.
Aren't going to be
here.
seeing any denial on Hash here, only the mute
Yep.
there. But we do see the Legion, who's coming big in a lot of these situations, especially that one round on CC Cash where Freck had to take the time to pull out a needle and ended up losing the round.
Yep. Those Legion needles can change the tide of a game very quickly.
Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
I remember the old strategy of, I mean, not really old, but
Attackers have dropped the bomb.
wow. Finds a quick spawn peek onto Roberts, putting Ferris down 4-5 early.
Very poor start for Ferris there.
Very.
Thankfully, there was no denial on that hatch. They will still be able to get it with the Habana. But never good to lose a guy early in the round.
No, especially not 10 seconds in. It's very unfortunate for Roberts. And just the whole FSU team in general here. See Frank droning out. Boss makes his way onto the kitchen window, hoping to blow that. Oh, he gets run out by ducks.
Not going to be able to get that hatch either. Ferris at a huge disadvantage here this round. They're going to need to find a way to win this if they want to keep the game going and not drop down 1-0 in the set.
So we see the first Finka boost come out. We might see a little push from Frank, maybe?
Are going to gain control of kitchen here.
Yep. We have Zone holding the door as well as Turbo.
Unfortunately, they're not going to be able to get hatch.
Nope.
They are going to be forced to go down main stairs.
Which very funnels them into a little kill chamber at the very end of it, especially with a Legion there. And Dux has proven very well this round, getting an early spawn peek on Roberts and a nice jump out through the construction wall. Taking out the hard breach is very versatile for them. In second Finka boost, we see Freck pushing down the main stair, getting a Legion mine. Unfortunate. Wow, Zone's able to find a nice one. Zone's able to find a two-piece there. Freck able to find a nice one himself.
Just
here.
like that,
Now,
Ferris up
Ferris
a
is
man.
Up.
Only about 55 seconds left in the round. Freck is very low.
Yep.
Turbo just trying to make some noise here with these Rams blowing out the floor.
And they might slowly.
Incoming!
Here's the third and final surge, and they will fail. Ooh, that Wamai's going to snatch that frag grenade out right there. A little pre-firing from Zone here as he moves into memory.
Oh, presses
the
the
wrong
wrong button
key.
there. Unfortunate.
Freck moving his way down blue, misses the first one, hits one, Elysian Mine, and his falls. That is now 2-2.
15 seconds remaining.
Down falls zone, and
10 seconds remaining.
he's gonna have to
Start
stick
the
the
plant
plan.
here. Does have 2 impacts though.
Yep.
Attackers are activating the bomb diffuser.
It all rests on Turbo here in the 1v1. First impact goes out.
Oh, down falls.
Just not able to see him.
Defenders have located.
Unfortunate for Ferris there.
Unfortunate.
Obviously, it could have been a very different game had Freck not been booted that one round, but Ferris now finding themselves at a deficit going into game 2.
Yes.
They're going to have to win the next 2 to take this set, not start the season off with a loss.
Let's hope so. That was a definite hard-fought match.
It's unfortunate there.
That is
Despite
unfortunate,
Boss's
though.
best efforts, they're coming alive at the end, trying to will Ferris to victory there. They're just not able to hang on. Zone picking up, I believe it was 3 kills that round.
I do
and
believe so,
just
yeah.
Not able to finish it off. Unfortunate.
Yeah, it was very unfortunate. They had such a good momentum going in there, and now we're heading into map 2 in a deficit, unfortunately. This is not where they wanted to be here right now.
Yep, and I believe we're playing either Oregon's banned. Chalet or I don't remember the third one. I know Chalet's one of the maps.
It's all right.
I know it was Chalet
I
and Clubhouse.
do believe they are heading to Chalet.
Chalet. Okay. And I think that was Drexel's pick, so
It
we could be
was.
once again seeing where Ferris loses their map pick and then
And Drexel loses theirs. It's
Hopefully.
I don't know why that's
but-
so common, but it's just hilarious.
Yeah, who knows? But
Yep.
we are going to be waiting on that. Looks like we're not going to be taking a break in between sets. Hopefully, getting into the second
Just
one
going
pretty
back to
quickly.
back, hopefully.
Let's see if I got. Nope,
I
no
don't see anything
messages.
from
so-
Mans. No, so Rainbow Six Siege, our gold team, which I'm a part of, we scrimmaged on Tuesday against Crimson, and we played Chalet. They had some very solid strategies, and I think they're going to be really comfortable going into this. If
Hopefully, I know
is
that
the
they did a
next
little bit
map.
of warming up on Chalet before this.
Yep.
I don't think they were expecting beforehand to be playing on Chalet, as it
I
doesn't
don't either. As
get
that
picked too often. I mean, it happens every now and then, but I would say it's definitely usually the way it goes is Clubhouse, Cafe, and why can't I think of
I don't know.
Cafe,
but
Clubhouse, and Oregon is what I meant to say. But so they are going to be taking a little bit of a break
I
here.
guess so. Yeah.
Could be running to the bathroom.
Yeah. Zone has already disappeared. His front monitor's off. Maybe something happened there, but taking a short break.
All right,
here,
looks
I
like we
do
are going to be
believe.
taking a 5-minute break here. So we'll be back in 5 minutes. Looks like we're
Looks
back.
like
Oh,
back.
there we
Here
go. Like
There's the
second to kick
audio.
in. So it looks like this map's going to be Chalet, and then final map will be Border.
Yep.
So Ferris going to have to win back-to-back games here. Obviously, it didn't go well. That blue screen really felt like
That-
it ruined the match there for Ferris.
does
Obviously, there
feel
was
like
still a lot
that.
of game after it, and it was only tied after, but it did feel like they were going to start pulling away then and just weren't able to finish it out there after having to take that technical timeout and wait for it. But
It was a
hopefully
big interruption.
going to
in
be able to
momentum.
bounce back here on Chalet. You know, got the first game jitters out of the way,
Yep.
and hopefully win the next two to take this match.
I'm sure they'll do great.
Yeah. They have played a lot of Chalet in the
Yes,
past,
they have.
so they are pretty comfortable with that. I know. I'm not sure if they've made any new strategies or changed up, tweaked anything on there that I
Maybe
know of. I don't know.
little
I
things
haven't
here
had
and there.
access to any of their things, and even if I did, it seems boring. So I
It
probably
is.
wouldn't have looked
It's
at
been
it.
boring.
But are going to be kicking off to Chalet here as we see the operator bans coming in. Ferris gets the first ban here, and it looks like they're going to be, if I had to guess, Flores.
Yep.
Yep.
Look at that.
I know. What can I say? I've been here a couple times.
Ban coming from Drexel. Zone had some good Jackal plays. Might see that, but most likely Osa.
No,
Doke could be
Dokaibi.
right.
I want to say they banned Dokaibi last game.
They
too,
did.
Which, not really a huge loss here for Ferris. They don't tend to play Dokaibi. They
No,
are
they
going to get rid of the
don't. And
Solus there,
wow.
targeting Freck.
I mean, more Freck and their own player. They both seem to play
Could
Solus.
be seeing another
on
Fenrir
defense.
here from Ferris if I had to guess, and
Yes.
we are. Seen enough of these games to have a pretty good idea of who
Yep.
they're gonna ban through here. But Ferris will be starting on defense here. Hopefully they're gonna be able to get a quick 6 wins and then close it out on the 7th on attack. Ideally, obviously, but so we see Turbo playing that Thorn. He's a big Thorn fan.
Yes, he
Loves that
is.
Uzi, as well as being able to deny those default spots with the Razor Blooms. So we see an IQ coming out from Drexel, as well as an Ash, Thermite, Ace, and Thatcher.
Yep. As we see, it's so funny. I would think that looking from this point of view, everyone looks like little worker ants running around the site, setting everything up.
Oh, we do see him going Games Room here as their first
Yep.
defense here, Bar Games, which...
I expected them to go master.
Yeah, generally they go Masters, it seems like, and if not Masters, then it's usually Snowmobile, but
Yeah.
interesting start here. Looking to shake things up first.
Maybe it was an accident. Maybe it was on purpose. We'll never know.
Yeah, hopefully it wasn't on accident.
Let's hope so, because that's a big accident.
As we see a Ram and Zofia and a Nomad switch here coming
Yep.
from Drexel. Hopefully Ferris able to start off this game with a win, kind
Hope
of
so.
steady it, get off to a lead here, and ideally win. Wouldn't
That
be a
would
great
be-
start to the season getting 2-0'd first match.
Freck shooting right at somebody.
Wall
Didn't
bangs
know
here.
it. Seriously, head level, that was perfect. Like, if I had not personally played with Freck and watched him play, I would. If I was just a random casual player, I'd assume he was cheating right then.
Yeah, well, I mean, when you have, I want to say 8,000 hours on
Freck
the
has
game.
upwards
Like,
of 8,000 hours in this
Freck,
game. He knows what
Yeah,
he's doing.
you get some feel of game sense.
I don't know how I could not play this game for that long.
I
Like-
rarely play this thing for 2 hours before I'm like, all right, it's making me too mad.
Exactly.
But-
Like I'll get really mad at the game. I'll put it down for like 20 minutes and then I'll pick it right back up like nothing ever happened.
But that's the thing with Siege, is that everybody's experience with it is always the same. Everybody
Yep.
says, I hate the game, but you
I hate
also
the game.
can't stop playing it.
I hate this game. Give me 20 minutes, I'll be right back.
Pretty much. A minute and a half into the round.
Yep.
Not
See,
a
then-
ton has happened so far. Still trying to take control of some of this top floors. We see the Ram going down. Is that going to be able to tag that shield and get rid of it?
Yes, it is.
Unfortunately for Turbo.
Turbo pushing up to that window, unaware that
Does do a little bit of
Zofia's right
pre-fire and gets a
there.
tiny bit of damage onto the Zofia. As we see
We have Zone here playing top fireplace, trying to deny.
help out here. Does get droned
Barely
out.
gets that drone.
A little bit of pre-firing. As we see the ace going
Wow,
down here,
yep.
Robert's able to
And
down
Roberts is able to. Roberts falls. Turbo's finding one, but falls to the second. Zone finds one for himself.
just
Zone
not look in the
falls.
right
Wow.
direction.
It's down to 2-2 already.
2. Ace is heavily injured here, leaving just Freck and Boss.
Yep. Boss is here playing library. He spots him and is able to take him out right away.
Does take a little bit of damage from this ace.
Yep.
Do we have the 2v1 as
And
Boss
takes him
finishes
out.
it off.
Wow.
Boss
Look at
coming
Freck.
alive today.
He's been doing amazing today.
Yeah, this has been easily the best I've ever seen Boss play.
Yes.
And that's no slight on Boss in the past, but he's been
No.
on a completely different level today. I know beforehand I had talked about who was going to take over that Morrow role of kind of that secondary fragger, and it looks like so far Boss has been able to pick that up on defense, just his anchoring ability. I know he kind of takes the back seat and does more support on attack, but when it comes to defense, Boss has just been unbelievable so far.
He's definitely proving himself right now on how he's earning that position. Now we see them heading master bedroom and office, which is very common as the first pick, normally not the second to games.
Did end up working out for Ferris there.
Yes,
I know
it
for a
did.
minute it didn't look like it. I think
No, it didn't.
Drexel got the opening pick there, and it had me a little bit worried, but Ferris was able to bounce back and take that first round.
And we see the very common head hole being made here by Freck. One into
See-
closet and one from master into office.
Roberts on Goyo is
Yes,
something
that's a new
interesting. I
one.
haven't seen a ton of Goyo play ever since they nerfed his, removed the shields from his
Yes.
gadget. But looks like Roberts is probably going to be putting those in some default plant spots,
Wow.
as well as Turbo having those Razor Blooms. So it looks like they might just be playing for plant defense here, as we see the head holes there going on.
Melee head holes, which is like,
An interesting.
that is, yep.
Decision.
The only time you see melee head holes really is with Aruni, because she can make the decent sized head holes.
Yeah, it could be.
Could just
Could
be a
be
new strategy that I don't know about.
Maybe it's possible Zone was like playing some Bunker Wars and has the revolver. just
He
from
has the
playing that.
bailiff. I saw
He
it.
does
though.
have the bailiff.
Yes,
Then
he does.
It is interesting that they're putting bash head holes.
It
there
is
then
really
instead of
weird. Maybe
just
Zone
using
got distracted.
the bailiff for that.
Because he made the closet rotate, I saw, with the bailiff. Maybe I'm just crazy.
We're gonna see it. Well, looks like Roberts is getting droned out here. So after putting down his Goyos, he will be roaming this round. He's trying to deny some of this kitchen and dining room.
And he pushes from the lower level. We see Boss.
Oh, not quite able to get the ace on that wall. Unfortunate. We are going to see a
See a
nitro going out.
nitro.
Is it
Chucks
going
it,
to
and
reach him? It
He
does!
got one. Wow.
Boss with a huge first kill on the ace as well. They're not going to be able to get through that wall.
Nope.
Just getting the head hole now. Huge loss there for Drexel as Boss comes in clutch once again, getting a huge opening pick. Do you see Turbo playing that piano shield that Ferris loves
Ooh,
so
he
much?
falls to the balcony.
Unfortunately, just able to be spotted from there, but we do see Boss
Boss
get
able to find a
refrag.
second one.
Gets the 0. So we hear Razor Bloom going off. Ferris does have some intel now on where one of them is.
Yep.
Oh, as we see the head holes,
Boss finds a third.
is
Wow.
able to get the kill onto it, and
Almost a fourth.
just barely doesn't survive.
Wow, gets rezzed by the dock.
The res coming
And
huge
Boss
there, but
falls to the-
unfortunately the Goyo ends up biting Ferris, taking out Boss. Unlucky Sir Buttalock, the only Drexel player left. Low health, however. Only a couple of bullets are going to be needed to win this round for Ferris and take a 2-round lead. So we hear another Goyo going off. but
Freck gets him as he's down. Wow.
able to hit the one bullet he needed. Unfortunate that that Goyo ruined that round there for Boss. He was having another crazy
Yes,
round
he was.
up until that grenade just able to nick that Goyo, and then the Doc ultimately unable to get him back up. But Ferris does take another 2-round lead to start off the game. Hopefully they'll be able to continue this lead throughout the game, unlike last match.
Yeah.
But it does look like we might be seeing that phenomenon that I talked about, where you pick a map and you lose, and then you go to another team's map and play much better on that one. We are going to be seeing the first snowmobile defense of the game here, seeing that Azami, another Frost, Kaid, and then Malusi and Wamai.
I feel like Kaid didn't get the memo that your operator portrait needs to have blue. Everyone else has blue in it. I
So we
remember
are seeing the first Osa. Osa was banned the last game, but being able to have those impacts as well as...
It's like Boss and Zone are having a little meet and greet over there.
But Osa going to be able to have those impact grenades and then set up a shield in front of Snowmobile door.
If they're able to deny that garage wall long enough, that will be major for them.
The attacker's bomb diffuser
Do
has
see
And-
the Brava coming
Yes,
out
that's.
from
I was just
Drexel.
about to comment on that. A Brava.
Could prove huge here if they're able to get some of those Malusis as well as
Yep.
Wamais.
And here they are. They're blowing through that garage.
As the Cade gets it.
Wow.
It does get,
attackers have
I noticed that a ban that didn't happen this game.
unfortunately, unable to get that second thermite, so Snowmobile door is open. Very aggressive peek here from
Bosses.
Boss. Using that Snowmobile as a bit of a head glitch here, as he does spot the corner of that Osa shield. Hopefully they're going to be able to get an impact on it as we see the Ram blowing open the ceiling here.
Yep. I did see it's a very weird interaction between Osa and Fenrir. There's a video I saw earlier today. It was every time Osa has her shield up, and she is
Able to get the
and-
down
wow,
here.
yep.
Turbo starts
sir.
off the kills here by getting that Brava out of the way. Hades down for Drexel.
It's a nice lead for Ferris with a minute and a half left
Does
in the
get
round.
droned out on those library stairs.
We see Freck hovering around the bomb, trying to deny any entry from that garage.
Only about a minute 15 left here for Drexel. They are going to have to make a push soon.
Yep.
Hopefully those Malusis and the Frostmats are going to be able to deny it. As
Another
Boss
one by Boss.
gets one.
wow.
on Ducks here.
Boss is 7-1.
Yeah. And you could argue, I mean, his only death was from that Goyo. We are
Yeah.
going to see a Nitro possibly coming out here as OST
Oh,
gets
and
a
he
first.
falls.
And Italian Mafia able to take out Boss.
Unfortunately.
He's going to be left up to Roberts, Zone, and Turbo here as Roberts takes a little bit of damage but trades it for some on the Ram.
Yep, and Turbo is going to be holding. Little did they know that someone's already in sight.
Only about 45 seconds left
And
here.
down falls Turbo,
Turbo
unfortunately,
goes
to the
down.
thermite.
Attackers activating
Plant does go down.
Ah, and so does Roberts. Zone was able to find one, though. Ah, falls in the exact same place.
Unfortunate, very promising round, just
unfortunate.
not able to go Ferris's way there. Ram being a huge factor in that game.
Yes,
just being able to
opening
get
up all that top bit is
all of the ceiling is very tough for a defense to counter there.
But yeah, with the Osa video that I saw earlier with their interaction with Fenrir, every time she got hit by one of his activated mines, her shield would go from being held to blocking like
defenders. Protect
just a
your
little bit
bombs
below
from
her
being
waist
defused by
and
attackers.
the rest of her body. She'd move it upwards to cover just about her shoulders and her head.
Huh.
It was really weird.
That is pretty
And
interesting.
it was only whenever she was moving. If she was standing still, it'd go right back down to where it was. I don't know why it happened. Maybe it's a glitch with
I
her
would
design, or
assume it would be some sort of bug, but
I don't know. I saw that and I thought it was really interesting to see an interaction like that because
Ferris going bar gaming again. It looks
Yes.
like that is just going to be their first pick on defense here on Chalet each time.
I mean, it worked
as we
really
see
well.
a Zofia Capital Thatcher ace and Ayana
Attackers are
from
moving out to locate a bomb
Drexel.
and defuse
Oh, and we see a warden come out for zone. I believe that's a first, and a castle from Roberts.
Could be huge with that Capitao here,
Yes.
as well as the flashes on both Ram and Yana.
I do miss where you wouldn't have to stand still with Glaz and Warden. be
Yeah,
able to
I
see through
understand. I
smokes.
understand why they did it.
Yes, I understand the
but-
balancing of it, but I don't like it.
There's a lot of things in this game that I understand why they did it, but it's like
I understand
It-
it. I
come
still
on.
hate it.
everybody loves like year one Siege.
Yes.
Frack gonna be super aggressive here.
On this soul, and he's gonna find him as
Is
they
gonna
swing
get the
and
free
wow.
kill.
And that's Case right there. He can
Case-
just hold that. Oh, but
Oh,
unfortunately
not
he
able
falls, so he's no longer able to hold that.
to
That's
get
a,
the ace. Does get rid of the Thatcher though, although
Yes.
there is no denial here from Ferris. Boss taking slight damage here. Looks like he got ticked by that Capitao, taking a huge chunk of health.
Yep. Drexel is able to recover the diffuser here, as I believe Ace will start moving closer to the objective. Zone's playing up top.
Still holding that library. He's gonna pop the glasses. Once again, is one on every side of Boss here.
Yes, he's
Will likely be getting pinched soon.
Zone is. He might get pinched here at some point. He can hear the ram activating now. Oh, he's not able to see. Does not see that Capitao.
Just doesn't hold the right side there.
Turbo
looks like
having
Turbo-
to remove down the stairs as to not.
He's retreating a
He
little
gets
bit, getting
droned
droned
though,
out.
so he's gonna have to retreat. Unfortunately,
Unfortunately, Ferris going down 3-4.
as someone
man
drops
count.
the hatch. Wow,
Just
that
Yana. OSD
And
does
Boss
go
is
down
able
by
to find
Boss,
one, and
but
Roberts
Haney's able to get one
falls.
on Roberts.
Boss finds a second. Wow, Boss is doing amazing this round. Well, this game in total.
Just holding that hatch angle.
Mm-hmm.
Hoping to get one as they drop.
They're both holding hatches right now.
Only about 30 seconds left here for Drexel. They are going to need to push. As it looks like one repels into library. No, not library.
Just on that balcony
Yeah.
around the side of it.
Down to 20 seconds left. Hopefully those thorns are going to be able to deny a plant as he doesn't
Ooh, unfortunately, Boss falls.
hold the right side of the... Oh, just
Turbo
misses, but
finds one.
is able to get him
And finds a second.
clutches
wow.
it up.
Good job,
Turbo able to stave off the Drexel push there, and Ferris is going to go up 3-1. Great recovery there from Ferris. It did look like it was slipping away towards the end, but Boss
able to
and
bring it
Turbo
back.
able to bring it back. And Turbo, and it just unlucky from Ferris that round, it felt like. Just, it seemed like every time they were holding an angle, it was the wrong
was the
side of
other
either
way
the
someone
door
came,
or
yeah.
the hatch. And, you know, just,
It's just unfortunate.
Siege is, it just happens.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see if they do the punch holes again here, or if Zone and Turbo make use of that secondary shotgun for a bit of destruction. Hopefully Boss can keep this going. Having a great couple of games so far here. I know
Ooh,
he's
looks
been
like
practicing a ton in the off season.
Turbo's putting down a frost mat right outside a balcony double window.
Yep, just shooting out that floor there a little bit to try and hide it.
That's
In
an
the floorboards a
interesting
little bit.
burger charm.
Yeah.
I love charms in this game. They're so wacky, but they're also really nice at the same time. Like
yeah,
it's
it's
an-
like, I mean, if you're going to put charms in a game, like, you might as well make them a
Like
little
it-
silly.
It's an unnecessary detail, but it also just makes it more fun.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're pinging here, but
I don't know if you remember, but back, I don't know if it got patched or not, but back in the day, if there was like a rug on the floor, you were able to like bash a bash hole into it and then put a frost mat down, and it would go underneath
yes, it
the
would
rug.
disappear. It was
Oh,
amazing.
as Roberts gets the opening pick there
Wow.
with a pistol, but
Someone's able to get Roberts, unfortunately.
does get refragged there by Hades. Great opening pick onto the buck, though, that is going to deny some of that vertical play that Drexel
Yeah.
was probably hoping to do onto that default plant spot.
Especially without a ram where they're not able to break open floors or anything. As we see Zone sneaking around here, using the ability to have that slow walk button. He's just holding a vertical angle.
Attackers have located a bomb. The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Looks like they're playing hot potato with the diffuser over on Drexel. We see a Thatcher charge off. Most likely going to see Ace throwing some Selma charges around. And we see Roberts getting denials.
Boss is able to
Yeah, that's
deny one
Boss,
of
my
the
bad.
walls, but not the other, as he just barely survives the ace that was close on that wall. Barely escapes with his life there.
That
Ace
little
is quite low, though. As we do see more aces coming out here, so that wall is going to be blown. Boss just trying to hold an angle onto that entrance. Looks like we do have some
ooh, he falls.
unfortunate dives from balcony there.
Shot right through he must have been droned.
Turbo still holding that balcony window. A couple of nice angles there from Piano. Once again, not holding the right side of the door here.
Nope.
Might be getting peeked soon. Well, thankfully they do fire, but he does
He's able to find one.
Attackers
get the
recovered
kill.
bomb diffuser.
And
a
another.
second. Wow. Now he knows of their location there, and he's blinded. He's able to find a third.
Through the blind.
Wow.
Turbo holding that piano.
Now 3-1.
Swinging the round back in Ferris's favor as
Ooh.
a third comes and is able to take him out. Do see the Goyo going off, so they might be able to pick him up.
Yep.
Although with 12 seconds left, it might be best to just deny that plant.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
They do get the defuse back. He is going to have to plant eventually.
Ooh, down.
Goes down.
Ooh.
But Zone
That was good
able to
for
finish off the
Zone.
round. Whew. I was clenching a little bit for that
Yeah,
one. That
just a
got a
little
little
bit.
scary. It was like, he got the 2-to-1 man advantage here.
Yep.
And they still have to plant. Playing really aggressive, but it does end up working out for Ferris as they go up 4-1. Hopefully able to get a fifth here and go in with a huge lead
Yes.
going into attack. As we see the first is it Tubaru or Tubaro? I don't know how to
There's
say it.
so many
but
ways to pronounce that. I
I'm
just
just gonna
call
say-
him Tubby.
I'm going to call him Tubaru. As we see Turbo go for the Tubaru. First here, looking like he might be trying to, I guess, is that you trick walls with that kind of? In a way?
No,
where
it's
it
more of,
freezes through it?
it's not as much tricking as it's just slowing the break.
Yeah, that's what. So it's kind of almost like an impact EMP for devices, kind of, where it doesn't break it, but it still like shuts it down for a little
Sort
while.
of, yeah. It'll just delay it for
Okay.
a while.
So it
but
looks like
it's-
they're going to be trying to deny that garage plant, then hopefully sticking
Yep.
a couple of those frozen to the wall, and then getting that Kaid to trick it.
Out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
It is always interesting to see when new operators come out what the new meta and interactions with other gadgets are here, where it looked like Tubaru was mostly meant as that kind of like tricking aid, where
Yep.
you shut down gadgets for a little while, but doesn't necessarily break them.
Yeah, and if you throw it on a floor that you know someone's on top of, so say you're on the basement, someone's on the main floor. If you throw it underneath him, you'll see their footprints as they walk through it.
Oh,
It's quite. See, as they start to blow it, he will freeze
Yep.
it, and it's no longer. It used to be to where it reset, and you'll see that Kaid claw come up. Unfortunately, if I was him, I would have thrown a second freeze onto that, and he's doing that so we can see footsteps. He's gonna.
Been located. Attackers dropped
Unfortunately, he's not able to get that nitro cell off.
would have been huge getting rid of that Osa shield, but it is 4-4 here.
And Roberts denies the Yana from getting up top. My voice is getting so bad I need to grab a drink.
Yeah.
I love being sick.
Roberts gets another here, is going for the run out, and he gets a second. Roberts with his quad kill of the round, and he looking to get the first ace of the new semester for Ferris here. playing super aggressive. You know he wants this final kill. Oh, it doesn't see him, but the shots don't land. And he is able to get the ace for Roberts. First ace of the season for Ferris. And a huge one to end off defense here for Ferris, taking the 5-1 lead. Roberts, after not doing much throughout the game, is able to come alive in that 6th round and completely dominate.
That was
I know you
amazing.
missed a lot of that, having to get up and get a drink, but it was pretty
I
good.
kept my eyes on the screen that entire time. I was not missing that.
Very impressive round from team lead Roberts.
Wow.
Locate and defuse bomb.
With the runouts and everything. It did look like he was only going to get 4 there with his back to the final guy, but they weren't able to land the shots, and then Roberts able to just barely survive the encounter and then finish it off for the ace.
Yep.
We do see a bit more of a quiet game from Freck here.
Yes, we do.
Only about 3 and 3, but to be fair to him, it is hard to get kills when Turbo and Boss are taking all the
Yes,
kills. And
seriously.
then Roberts decides he wants
He wants
the
to
full
just ace a whole
5-piece.
round.
at
Like,
the
give
end.
me this 5-piece nugget.
Looks like a bit of a different defense here from Ferris. Oh, it's not Ferris. I forgot
That's
the
why
round
it's different
change.
from
Yeah,
Ferris.
that makes a lot more
It
sense.
is not Ferris defending.
Zone going with a Blackbeard here. Something that this is definitely the first time
People
that
still play him?
That's what I'm saying.
He went from having a freaking steel wall in front of his face to saran wrap. Who plays Blackbeard anymore? I'm sorry, Zone. I love you, but I'm sorry. No.
I guess they gave him frags. I'm trying
yeah.
looking for silver lining here for Blackbeard, but
Okay, cool. He's got frags. So does
mean,
like 5 other operators.
hey man, that one bullet he can stop, right?
Oh yeah,
Good
man.
enough. He's also
And his
using,
super slow rate of fire.
Yeah, did the Mark 17
Oh, Roberts finds another one. Is Roberts just gonna double ace here?
6th kill in a row for Roberts.
Roberts is just going insane.
They are going to get the aces off on that default plant wall on balcony.
So we see Boss kind of repelling and just playing on that weird angle and moving his way up the balcony. And the Rooney gate pops right back down on that wall, trying to deny them able to walk in. It's kind of slow right now, trying to find out where that proxy alarm is. Just giving away turbos. Wow, double kill for Boss. Turbo's able to snag that away from, and another one for
finishes it
Turbo.
off.
Wow, flawless for FSU
Amazing
here.
round from Ferris. It looks like they've finally settled in to their roles and settled down. Pretty dominant the last couple rounds from Ferris. Obviously, we saw the ace from Roberts and then a flawless from Ferris. And it looks like Drexel will be taking a timeout, trying to regroup, going down to match point after the domination Ferris has shown these last couple of rounds.
Boss going 11-4 is amazing.
I believe he finished 16-10 the first game.
I believe so. Yeah.
Great performance from him so
Yes.
far today. It's been
Just this map has been an amazing performance for the rest of Ferris. I mean, I don't know what happened to Frack, but
sometimes, I mean, you just have to play your role on a team where normally Freck is the one getting all the kills, but obviously it's working a lot better with him kind of taking the back seat to everybody else who's, I mean, playing great right now. So
Yes,
you don't
seriously.
want to try and force anything. If it's working and Freck has to take the back seat, as long as they're winning, it's going to be
yeah, this
fine.
isn't like a I have to do everything myself game. It's not a we'll win by me and me alone. And the timeout is over. But this is a team game. It's like if everyone succeeds, then we win.
Defenders, protect your bomb.
So it looks like Drexel running a couple of interesting picks here with the Frost and the Vigil.
Yeah, that's not one you see
I
much.
feel
in
like the
competitive
Vigil
play.
might just be trying to get like a sneaky pick off spawn to try and swing it into their favor. Zone once
likely.
again playing the Blackbeard. I lied. He switches to Ram right as I say it. Freck goes to Ram and Zone now switches to Buck, which is interesting. I feel like the last time we saw those operators picked, it was switched, or
Yeah.
Turbo was Ram and Freck was Buck. Looks like we're gonna be seeing footholes.
5 seconds
Yep.
remaining. attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
And after a really good first game, the wheels have kind of fallen off here for Drexel. I'm sure right now they're trying to. I mean, it's going to be very hard to come back
What is-
from 6-1. So just trying to build a little bit of momentum for the final map on Border here.
Yeah, apparently Freck had a problem with that rock. He put like 20 bullets into it. As we see Freck heading up to the solar window, putting a couple bullets into it to open that little panel out.
Nobody's going to be playing solar
No one's
here.
going to deny solar, which is weird. But they do, people tend to deny the top main stair. Boss takes a little damage here. As you see him slowly pushing his way through dining room into the main hallway. Zone finds an early kill here. Not, I mean early, it's like a minute into the round.
I mean, I guess it's early.
the first
First
kill.
kill, yeah.
You can see someone crouching through behind the bars. Downfall Zone, unfortunately. Boss coming in here.
Does get the down, but I don't know if
Luckily-
he knows it.
He might just be backing off.
Thankfully, they might not be able to get the
Ooh,
res.
unfortunately, Roberts falls.
Double peek there. Boss just able to survive. Does a
I do not know how that was
ton
not a
of
headshot.
damage to Jaeger. Turbo taking a ton as he hits him again.
Into a 2v2 situation. Down falls Hades. Turbo to take that with that scoped pistol.
Thankfully, it
here.
looks like they're not going to be able to get to the Frost to revive, so Ferris 1 bullet away from winning the round here.
Freck does not know it, but he is right on top of Jaeger.
Oh, just not able to hit the shots. As we see Freck here in a 1v1 situation, just needs that to find that little bit of damage here on OSD. Gets rid of another Frost mat. Doesn't seem to know where he is.
Nope.
Out of drones? No, it looks like Freck does have one more drone remaining. Trying to pick up that case.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Doesn't quite take a gunfight on him. He's going to start the plant.
So you see that
He's
Jaeger
going to be
get-
coming from around, but it sounds like he did hear him. Just has to hit
Wow.
one bullet. And Freck hits the unnecessary headshot
Wow.
to win game 2 for Ferris. So after coming out very strong the first map on those first 3 rounds, then kind of losing it after the blue screen, Ferris with a commanding 7-1 win
Wow.
on Chalet. And we are going to be going to a map 3.
You said it was Border?
Yes, I believe it is Border next. Not sure if we're going to be taking a break here or not, or if we're just going to be going straight into game 3. If I had to guess, there would probably be a 5-minute break, but I'm not
I
entirely
would like to
sure
just keep
about
going.
that.
They got a nice momentum
That's
going.
true. They do have a ton of momentum. I'm sure that Drexel would prefer it if they didn't. And
Yeah.
it looks like we are going to be taking a 5-minute break, so we'll be back in about 5 minutes
All
for map 3.
See you in a minute. Now
we go.
we're back.
And we're
There we
back.
go.
So, yep, going to be going on to border for the
Yep.
final winner takes all map here.
Seriously, this is going to be a big decider. But the way they played last round, if they can carry from Chalet into border, that'll be amazing.
Yeah.
Just keep that momentum
A
going.
ton of, yeah, like you said, I mean, a ton of momentum from the last one. 7-1, pretty dominant performance there. And I do have to go on the record. My apologies to Boss. I was wrong. He actually got an ace the first game. I don't know how I didn't notice, but so Roberts did not get the first ace of the season. It was Boss,
feel
although
bad now.
Roberts was pretty awesome.
That
So,
was. I feel bad now. Poor boss.
yeah. Well, you said you noticed it.
I did.
I didn't
I
even
thought I
like
said
remember
something.
him getting. I thought he had gotten like 4 or something, but I didn't know he got an ace. Now I just feel bad that I didn't even notice.
I know when he got a 4K, I don't feel like that turned into. Maybe
I don't
are we
remember.
crazy?
I don't remember him getting an ace, but
This
unless we're
okay.
being
This sounds
gaslit
really
by them,
bad,
I
but we
don't
both don't
remember
remember.
But everyone swears that he did. So, and I would assume Roberts wouldn't lie about something like that. I'm sure he'd be
Yeah.
happy to have the first ace of the season.
Yeah, exactly.
So I guess Boss had the first,
Sorry,
Roberts had
Boss.
the second. I just missed it. Not sure when we're gonna get into this third game. The break should be about over, I think, and
It should be.
not sure if Ferris is gonna be starting on attack or defense here. I would guess attack.
We are,
And cut to the stadium cam here.
as we can see, the lineup from left to right. It goes Freck, Zone. Zone is the one sitting down. Boss is actually walking behind them right now. Then in the very middle we have Turbo, and then right next to that is Roberts.
It looks like Freck might be restarting his game, hoping not to get another blue screen, as it looks like he's
He's
changing his
Mouse settings.
mouse settings right now.
You know, the very important
He's
stuff.
so see, and once again
Back
changing
to
his
us.
keyboard. He's very particular about everything
He
in his
is.
setup. It has to be perfect, or
His
it
keyboard
bothers
is
him.
his keyboard's the Swiss flag. I don't know why. It's weird.
He's a character. He's
so-
an
some-
interesting guy.
He's something, all right. I don't know if that's
But yeah, it looked like he
deranged
might have
or-
been. I don't know. I mean, if you can play this game for that long, then there
Yeah.
has to be something.
for 8,000 plus hours.
I don't know how he does it.
I don't either. I feel
couldn't.
like he's lying. I feel like he's
No.
just like turn
No.
the game on and just let it sit.
I 100% believe it.
No, I know he's been
I-
playing for 8,000.
You look on Discord, Freck, playing Siege.
He's
It's only ever Siege.
he's normally here from when the arena opens, which is 12, and he's normally there till it closes at midnight.
It's just practice time, you know?
I mean, sometimes he plays Ark.
Should be playing Pal World instead.
Oh my lord, no.
Love that.
That's
game.
just the worst Pokemon.
No, it's
Except
not.
it has guns.
No, it's not. It's
That's
so
the cool
good.
part.
Well, as an avid Pokemon fan, Pal World is amazing. I love
don't
that
know.
game.
I haven't tried it yet.
We're getting off topic.
We are
here, though.
getting so off
Gotta
topic.
get back to game 3, 2 border here. I mean, just trying to fill some time, you know?
Exactly. Like,
But
I think we're waiting for Freck to reconfigure his mouse right now.
yeah, hopefully, like I said, I think they were probably restarting his game, trying
Most
to avoid
likely.
any blue screens there. I mean, you saw what happened the last time that happened, and obviously losing the game.
Yeah,
But
that would
hopefully we're
not.
going to get a quick game 3 here, as it looks like we're cutting back to the arena cam.
Looks like
Freck
everyone's
is in the
in.
game.
I don't know about Zone. His front monitor is still black.
I think his has been. the
Okay,
whole-
so here we
game.
go. We loading into border.
Turbo's
Personally,
brightness is insane.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can play on that.
I mean, it's bright,
Look at
but
it's
it's like
white.
reasonably bright. Freck, good luck.
Drexel getting the first ban here.
It's gonna
Are we gonna
be
see Dokaibi
Okay.
again?
that's
Like
three.
always.
All three they've banned
Yep.
Doki.
Question is, are we gonna be seeing a Flores or Osa ban here from?
I'm saying on border, I
Ferris.
feel like it's gonna be Osa,
I think
especially
so.
on border.
They did. I mean, they used Osa a lot the last
Yes.
game. It didn't end up mattering, obviously 7-1, but
There
and
it
the
is.
Osa ban. All right,
From Ferris.
3 for 3 on Fenrir.
Yeah, seriously. One,
It's-
they
I
all
mean,
just
it's
locked in,
insta-locked.
so it
It's
just jumped. It's
insta-locked.
fed.
No,
What?
Solus. Okay, I stand corrected. I should
they're
have
gonna pick
assumed.
Fen. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I I mean, I'm sure Drexel would love to.
The 4-second
Yeah.
insta lock.
So Fenrir does eventually get banned, but getting
Kings.
rid of
Thanks.
Roberts
Thanks, Roberts,
is
for the commentary.
yeah, all-time Fenrir hater.
Yeah.
When I think of things that Roberts hates in his life, Fenrir might be number one.
Definitely.
Followed closely by Frost, but that
Followed
was from a
closely
different
just by
time.
Siege in general.
Yeah, but you can say that about probably all 10 of the people in the game right now.
Yeah. I don't know anyone that plays Siege that doesn't hate Siege.
It's such a weird dynamic.
I've
because,
never
like,
heard someone say, I love Siege, and then immediately wasn't followed by, I
but
hate
everybody
Siege
comes
too.
back to it all the time. That's just how this game gets
No matter
you.
how much you hate
These
this game, you're
competitive
going to
games,
play
they,
it.
they sink their hooks into you, and you can't get rid of it. I mean, I'm sure people feel the same way about Counter-Strike and Valorant and all these other games where
Yeah.
there's very few things that make you as frustrated as a game like this, but then it's just like such a unique experience that you just keep coming back to it, where there's no other game really like Siege. And so it's kind of like, it's just its own thing, and you get addicted to it, but in a way that, like, you don't like it, but you're still addicted to
I mean,
it.
I play Escape from Tarkov, which kicks you in the teeth harder than any other game I've ever met, besides Siege.
Attackers have located a bomb.
And I can't stop playing it.
It's like Ferris is going to be running a pretty common set here with Thatcher, Ace, Buck, Nomad, and the Ash, as we see Freck here.
I feel like Freck, sometimes his strategy is just ball out and just run into the middle of the map.
Yeah, and he's been pretty good at it.
Yes. He was
Obviously
good at it map 1, and then he blue screened, and then, I don't know, it just dropped off. Selma charge.
See, MVP
There we go.
of the series so far, Boss. Getting rid of that Mira.
He is definitely the heavy pick here. At least that's what his role is, supposedly.
Looks like those bandits are not back up yet. Do see the
A couple
deployable
try and
there.
pre-fire. Was that Frost, I believe?
No frags from Ferris, but Freck does have the Ash breaching charge.
He was
Gonna
able
use
to
it on the
destroy
Mira.
that Mira. Not
Is that
destroy it,
Mira
more
on
of
a
just
soft
crack
wall?
it. It was just, you're just able to crack them
You
now.
can crack them now?
Yes, so you know how Maestros can whenever you
See, I'm
melee
so
it.
out of the loop with these things. I didn't know you could just crack Mira's
Yes, so
thing
now
with an
it
Ash
will,
charge.
It's brand new. It was released this update, and you can now put an Ash charge in it, and it's like Maestro's cam whenever it gets meleeed. It's like that. You can't see anything. Wow, first pick by Boss here of the map.
Attackers have dropped the bomb.
He's
He
gonna be
bolts in.
entering.
He's about to find a second one.
Does
Wow.
find the head there.
And he's taking control of that site. One for Freck already.
Lead for
Roberts
Ferris
takes
here.
a little bit of damage here. Roberts is gonna hold the plant though. Triple for Boss. Roberts sticking the plant. Ooh, unfortunately Turbo got blinded, but Freck finds it. Wow.
Ferris with another flawless round after
Yep.
finishing off the last map
Wow.
with a flawless. Jumping out to an early lead here on attack. Ferris hoping to keep the ball rolling and make quick work of this game 3.
I like Boss's background. It's the bronze background. Don't worry, Boss. I got one of those too. I'm like hard stuck in bronze.
I don't like ranked 2.0.
I don't either. I hate it.
It's not as fun.
My favorite thing, the only thing I liked about Rank 2.0 is the games of 5 cheaters versus 5 cheaters. That's the only thing that's fun. Because everyone just ends up vaulting into the sky and meleeing and shooting each other, and none of them can die.
Yeah, I feel like it just gets rid of like the essence of ranked, where it's like you're supposed to be playing your ranked games and you're supposed to be try-harding because you don't want to lose elo. Like
No.
you want it means more when every game you lose and gain the same amount. It means
Yep.
more to win your games. So the pressure just isn't the same in ranked 2.0, where it's like at this point people don't care about ranked. Like you treat it the same as casual.
Yeah.
Whereas back then, I mean, you'd be mad
And now
if you lost a
aren't,
ranked game.
and now you weren't given like a big rank to start out with. Now everyone goes their way up from copper to bronze to silver to gold.
Yeah, and ultimately it defeats like the prestige that used to come from
Yep.
ranked, where it's like if you hit diamond, like you're a good player. You hit diamond. Now it's like I mean anyone
That was like,
can
oh
really
yeah,
hit
cool. I hit diamond.
champ.
Like, cool.
Loading mag.
Drexel is going to be going a different objective this time around as we see Turbo running that 5.52 on
Attackers
IQ.
have located a bomb.
One of, if not his favorite guns in the game. We are going to see a Ram coming out from zone. Freck staying on Ash. Boss continuing to try and get those frags with Ace. Just misses the
Ooh.
Azami.
Unfortunately,
Roberts
Roberts
goes
falls
down.
again. Freck slowly moving his way into security and security checkpoint. Gonna blast open that wall. I don't know how that wasn't 20 bullets. There we go. No, it's open. He's really close to that person's head again. Just shooting through a wall.
Unfortunate.
Wow,
Turbo.
unfortunate fall for Turbo.
Ferris with the two-man disadvantage here so far. About a minute 25 left.
Wow.
Freck Peaks does down the Wamai. Looks like he is just going to leave him
He's
down
able
there.
to take down that. Wow,
Gets
Azami.
the Azami, so Freck gets two.
He's gonna go
just
finish
tie this
off
back
Wamai.
up. 3-3. Freck gets
Gets
a
a third. Wow. Now, they are both. No one's in objective right now. They're both up above, which can be really good for FSU or really bad.
Depending on, yeah, how much of that ceiling is blown open.
Yep.
As Boss, it looks like he might be attempting the plant here.
I feel like he's gonna stick it because they don't have a Solus who's able to tell that he was planting.
Plant
And
does
nor do
go
they have
down.
cams.
Ferris just has to hold off the
Now
last
it's a
two for
time
40
game.
seconds here. Win the round. Freck just trying to get a free kill through the ceiling as
Wow, Boss
Boss.
finds both. You see Freck? What? No.
Boss just continuing
Wow.
to step it up big time. This time around. I mean, you weren't here for the last semester, but the evolution of Boss is crazy. Like
Yeah.
this, I mean, it's a completely different player this time around. Like, and like I said before, I'm not trying to like dog on a Boss last semester, but he was not like this level of fragging. I mean, he was always kind of the slow play, like last guy alive type, where he would
That's-
kind of hold it off. And he had some great moments where he would clutch up a couple of rounds every now and then with Ferris, and he really only was there when they needed him. Whereas now it just feels like Boss is taking this next step into a huge role where now he is top fragging every
Yeah,
game.
seriously. And this is actually our first time seeing Alibi for this matchup, which is when she was first introduced, she was. Do you agree she was very overpowered? And it was very unfair to play against her.
I think her kit. I don't
Her
necessarily
kit,
think
yes,
that
sorry. Her kit is
her
insane.
gadget isn't all that
I-
strong. I would
but I
say
do
it's
remember-
weaker.
I do remember every single time I would see an Alibi, like when she was first released, I would always light it up for a good 2-3 bullets and then be like, oh, I'm an idiot.
Everyone still does that. I mean, it's hard to
yeah.
see, like, it just goes against your instincts to see something and not
shoot
at
it.
Like,
Especially, you'll see Freck do it a lot. It's a strategy called jiggle peeking, to where you will just quickly jolt around a corner, look for like 2-3 frames, and just try and get as much information as you can out of those quick little peeks. It's impossible to tell whether or not it's an actual alibi or one of her decoys. But it's just when she was first released, that's what everyone was doing, and it was
have they released, like, the update yet where Alibi skins matches whatever you have on? Because I know that was always
I know that
the
was always
biggest
talked
knock
about.
on her.
I don't know
Boss
if it
taking a little bit
ever.
of lesion damage here.
I don't know if that ever came to fruition. It might have. I haven't been reading the patch notes very thoroughly. I've been more just glazing over, looking at the big ticket items. They might have released it. I don't know. I'll have to look at it. As you see, Frag actually breaching, at least pre-placing a breach charge. Wow, Roberts finds one early. Well, minute 20 into the round. The first of the round. So we see Boss slowly moving his way in. Almost shoots the alibi clone.
Ferris looks to have full control of
Upstairs.
Yep.
And
so
just
far.
only Freck below. Takes out the Legion. Comes in, takes out the Mute.
Boss also able to get one.
Wow, and it is a 1v4 situation. Freck is very weak, though. As someone rotates behind him, he just doesn't know it.
Does give away his position with that shot.
Yes. And is able to find
the
him.
last.
Wow, that was
Boss
That was
and
nice.
Freck.
absolutely
Just
taking down the enemy
The
team there.
dynamic duo this time around. I think they might have all the kills for Ferris.
Robert has one.
Roberts
I
has
know
one.
that.
You're right. But,
See?
I mean, so far,
Alright.
Roberts, Turbo, and Zone have just been able to let Freck and Boss cook.
Yep, and here we have a timeout, the second timeout from Drexel. Sorry. Wow, that was bad.
Yep, using their timeout this game. I mean, obviously being down 10-1 in the last 11 rounds of the game
Yep.
is not
That is not ideal
exactly
at
what they
all.
wanted. So just trying to kind of ruin some of that momentum we've talked about from Ferris. But at this point, it seems like it's going to be tough for Drexel to regain some of this ground where it feels like
Yeah.
Ferris is just rolling.
I mean, you start a ball rolling down a hill, it's going to be impossible to stop after a while.
But yeah, so I believe that timeout's about a minute.
That's
an
45
in-game
seconds,
timeout.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure what it's called because I know technical timeout is the long one where
Yeah.
you get a lot of time. I'm
You
not
get
sure what this
15
one's.
minutes for any technical difficulties, but we're already back in, and we're starting.
Brett
We're
going to
seeing
be
a
running
Finca,
Finca
okay.
Zone back on the Blackbeard. As we will be
Defenders,
loading
protect
here
your
into
bombs.
round 4. Ferris looking to take a 4-0 lead in this game. 3. Hoping to start the season off with a win. Obviously, it'd be pretty devastating to feel like you were in control of that first game and eventually lose, and then have just such a dominant start to this game. It would be heartbreaking to not close this out.
Seeing that Jaeger put it on not an indestructible surface, but just a reinforced surface is weird to me because if the wall behind that ADS gets destroyed, there goes your ADS system.
5 seconds to go.
It's like a Maestro camera put on
Turbo.
something that you cannot break.
Seeing our first glass
Wow.
so far this season, and then the Blackbeard pick again. Is there like some kind of Blackbeard buff that I
I
didn't
don't
know
know.
about?
I think sometimes it's also kind of a comfort pick, I believe, for Zone.
I guess. I mean, it seems to have been working so far.
Yeah.
I guess he did get frags.
Yeah.
I'm not sure when that happened,
That
but
happened a while ago, and Glaz also has frags.
I did know Glass had frags. I know
You got
after
them a
the
while ago, didn't
after
you?
the frag nerf, though, it does feel like
Yeah.
Smokes is optimal on him. We're gonna be seeing this wall getting aced.
Freck also gets another one.
Swings
Straight
off
out
the
of the bat.
noise.
Gonna take out that
Deployable,
deployable
shield,
shield
as
here
well.
as Freck just runs in.
Bursting onto the
Find a
scene.
second one.
Fortunately, they
Ooh,
didn't see him tucked
unfortunately.
away there, but Turbo able
Turbo
to get the
gets one.
refrag. Looks like Turbo downs another, but does get downed.
And the last one alive.
Zone
it's
has
just
both
that
of them
thorn.
pinched.
He's able to
And
find it.
finishes
Wow.
it off. Ferris taking the 4-0 lead here in 4-0 lead here in map number 3. Looking pretty much unstoppable these last about 10 or so rounds.
They're 11 for 12 right now.
And it feels like, I mean, Drexel's just can't get anything to go right for them
Nope.
right now.
Nor timing, nor placements, or anything. It's just
Defenders, protect your bombs
Unfortunate
from being
right
used
now.
by attackers.
But the one thing is seeing the defense from Ferris on this map. I don't know how comfortable they are with border here.
I think just in general, Ferris is usually a lot more comfortable defending. I think
Yeah.
it suits some of the play styles of a lot of them where you have like Boss Roberts Zone and not Freck,
Yeah.
Turbo tend to like to play it slower, play more anchor focused and supportive roles, whereas like then you have your core four defending and
Yep.
kind of locking down space, whereas they let Freck run around, go
Freck just does
take
whatever he
gunfights,
wants.
get kills, and that seems to be like the best strategy for Ferris so far on defenses, where Freck is the roamer. He just goes and tries to either burn as much time or get opening picks, whereas everybody else plays like you would expect to play on defense, a lot less aggressive and just trying to put themselves in a great position. Freck takes a little bit of damage here to start off.
You want to know what I just noticed? Boss has the same amount of kills as the entire enemy team.
Yep.
Boss has been doing amazing. Wow, getting some good damage there. Ooh, unfortunately, Roberts falls to Ducks.
Getting rid of that Thatcher could prove to be big, although I guess there is no denial there, as
We
looks like we
lose
might
our...
be having some technical difficulties here.
Oh, and we are back. Freck finds another one. Having to pull out a... Turbo's having to pull something out right there. A little Legion trap. Boss finds another. Down goes the Wamai, and Freck's able to finish him off.
Oh,
Ooh,
unlucky
unfortunate.
timing. Just going to shoot that Legion.
Zone's pushing through there as well. Hoping to find that Legion and take him out. Down falls
Does.
Legion. Wow, that
What
was a
a
good
flick.
flick. It's down
we see a
to
2v1.
Zone and Freck versus the... Oh, and we hear the plan actually going off. Sorry.
The impact not able to deter the plant.
Nope,
Ton
and
of damage.
Wow,
Freck finishes
just
it
finds
off.
him. That is 5-0.
5-0 Ferris.
Wow. They just cannot stop this train.
Just need 2 more rounds to close it out here.
Yep.
For Ferris to get their first victory of the season. Obviously, it's not over yet, and
No.
job's not finished, but it does feel like at this point it is going to be pretty hard for Drexel to regroup. And
Another Glass pick by Turbo here.
yeah, it seemed to work out very well the first time.
I mean, but they now do have... They did pick a Warden.
As many bombs as they can.
That's true. It'll be interesting to see once that Warden gets scanned if Turbo decides to switch off of the glass or if he sticks it. Also seeing
They
the
also have a
Kali
Cali. Wow.
from Roberts. I know he does enjoy playing Kali every now and then.
Only time I play Cali is on plane.
See,
Like presidential plane. That's it.
not to toot my own horn a lot, but I
boy.
am known as somewhat of a Bunker Wars legend around these parts on Kali. So just be warned of that. If you ever have to play Bunker Wars against me, then I'm not good at the game. But
I
what
played Bunker Wars against Freck, and it was interesting. I mean, like, I lost, but I got 5 kills on him, so, like, I'll take it. Like,
Freck has this very interesting, like,
he has such a weird
personality
play style.
when it comes to Siege, where if it's in a game like this, then he is like
Oh, he's
full
locked in.
locked
and he's,
in, sweating. But if you're
Nothing
playing
will
in
get
any
him
other
to-
setting, then he doesn't try.
No, he
like-
just does stupid stuff.
And you always know
funny.
that it's like a decision for Freck whether or not to try. Where like if you're playing even ranked or like in a custom game, he doesn't care all that much about like winning. But then the second you get into this type of setting, then he locks in and actually tries.
As we see Roberts getting ready with his first level charge that's going to take out both of those bandits.
Bandit
Wow,
goes
Freck
down.
finds his first one of the
Turbo
round,
does
as
get a
well as
kill.
Turbo unfortunately falls.
Oh,
But Freck
and the
did
Razor
take a
Blue.
Legion, but unfortunately he falls. Zone is able to find one as well. The Jaeger still is inside the metal detector area.
Ferris
He
now
moves a little bit. He's going to get scanned.
going to have to close out this round without Freck.
Wow.
Barely avoids the TK there. Onto the Kali. Missing shots. Unable to get
Roberts is
finish
gonna,
it.
Wow, he found one. Oh, unfortunately, he does fall.
Unlucky there, just not able.
Roberts still has a
Close
smile
it
on his
out.
face. He's fine.
So Ferris going into defense. Only up 5-1. I know it's
Only.
only, but hopefully they're gonna be able to close it out in these last 2 rounds, like last game.
We're seeing
Finish with another
wow,
7-1.
Mozzie. And who picked Monte?
They did.
That's a Mullen
I
tag.
guess I don't know. I'm out of the loop. Who knows? That could be meta. But
It's not.
I'm a bit surprised.
Did you
are
at least
aware.
play when the shield change happened, where if you meleeed someone, their shield would swing to the side?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
I've played the
Oh, good.
game recently. I just
Good.
don't not a lot. It's mostly just been custom games every now and then, or I'll hop on
Okay.
for a couple games if people need a fifth. But you're gonna see a first gridlock here too. I know gridlock has actually been played a lot on border as
Yep.
far as I've seen last semester. It felt like gridlock was being played all the time. Not so much by Ferris, but a lot by the other team.
Yep.
Unless I'm misremembering, but yeah, I mean, just being able to post plant gridlock is insane.
Yes, so she's able to deny to where you need to make noise in order to be able to move
Looks
through
like
her
Turbo
spikes.
on the Mozzie might be going for a run out here.
An early
always-
track stinger from Gridlock.
We always make fun of him for playing that close to his monitor. If you see there,
He
down on
seems
the-
like a CS:GO player.
Yeah, he. I just don't understand how you could play that. How you could see anything.
I don't either.
Especially because he has his brightness maxed, like we
Yeah,
talked about
I
earlier.
don't
It
get
seems like
that.
it'd be like.
I feel like he needs blue light blocking glasses, or he's gonna be blind. Wow,
Frank
Freck.
gets
They're already
killed on
getting the
OSD.
plant off.
Plant going down, but
Oh no,
Freck
but takes
stops
him
it
out.
again.
Double kill by Freck already. Wow, if only he had a Doc. I normally play Doc for Freck whenever we play together. Oh, unfortunately, Freck falls though due to
Does
his
get a
half health
bit of
to the
damage.
Capitao. Capitao shoots so slow.
Zone goes down as
falls,
well.
unfortunately, too. It is now 3-2 with Turbo able to find one. But boss falls. Turbo takes down another one with the P10 Roni. I wish I had that gun skin. It's the shark one. It's my favorite P10 Roni skin. Wait, no, it's the Cyclops. It's different.
I was
than the
gonna
one
say.
thought.
Like the one from Burnt Horizon.
Yes.
The blue shark. I bought
Yeah,
that one.
I
love
want that one. I was so mad that little does Turbo know that he's right in front of him.
Oh, just
no.
doesn't react quickly enough.
Not he had mouth wide open. He was
Who had the
pissed.
fused plant is going down.
Yep.
gonna be
And
left
Roberts
to
is
Roberts.
slowly moving up.
Attackers activating the
Glad I feel like he's just gonna run back out that door and just sit there. Oh,
Yep.
he dropped. You saw him drop though. He's
Drop.
not even watching
be
it. Roberts
going
could
for-
go defuse.
Might be going for a crazy angle onto the diffuser here.
Yes, he is outside that window.
have located the diffuser.
Looks like he does wisen up to the fact that he could be outside, but has his back turned to the window.
No, he still has his back turned to the window. Jump out, look.
He's just gonna have to stick it, and it's
Yeah, I was like, he's just gonna get shot.
unfortunate. It almost looked like if he would have sticked it that second time, there was only 2 seconds left on it. He might have been able, with a couple of missed shots, to pull it off. But Drexel with back-to-back wins here,
Yeah.
looking to possibly make this a game. Ferris is gonna be defending Armory Lockers again. It feels like they do need a win this round. I mean, just the momentum that you could build from losing 3 straight
Yeah.
after being up by that much.
Well, as we see Roberts pull out Mira, it's gonna be nice to see these. As we see Flores come from OSD on the enemy team. Well, we've seen all these operators already. Nothing new yet. It's pretty sound strategies that people have been having.
10 seconds remaining.
Freck having a great game here. Boss having another pretty good game.
seconds to go.
And I mean, obviously, it's been pretty hard for Roberts, Turbo, and Zone to get any kills with Freck and Boss going in those first about 5 rounds. Do you see the Ash, Flores, Thermite, Thatcher, and IQ coming out from Drexel?
Yeah. And we see Turbo's chilling in sort of the same area as he was before, trying to get an early run out maybe?
Yeah, and unfortunately, it looks like if he would have went for that run out that he was going to try that first defense round, that it might have actually worked this time around. So we see Zone getting droned out here. Laying down. Playing super aggressive here.
Yes, he's very close.
is
He
gonna
just
get
got droned out
droned out
again.
again.
I'm going to try and swing him. He's very quick on that Azami barrier to keep himself protected. Blow an impact and just run out there. Gets
Gets
massive
damage,
damage,
but not
unfortunately
enough.
he falls.
Unfortunate.
That stinks. That's really... Wow, Turbo finds another one with the P10. He's going to be holding that, hoping to make a playoff where Zone was able to open that for him. Throwing a C4 out there. There's someone's trying to drone him out right now. Yep, they just saw him.
Let's get droned out. Blows more of that wall open because he might just be rotating away. Oh, coming back.
He's getting droned out again.
As the Flores is going to get rid of that.
The
Kiba
zombie barrier, yeah.
Put some shots into it.
And he
Gets
gets
Ash through the
dropped. Wow.
floor.
Attackers have recovered their
Unfortunate there.
That was a good play.
But there is
Thatcher's
a Thatcher
down.
downed here. Looks like he is going to get revived,
Yep.
though. Ferris still at a man disadvantage.
C4 by Freck did not
Wasted
come in.
Nitro there. About a minute left in the round. Ferris just going to have to try and hold off here. His wall is going to be blown. You see Boss rotate back.
C4 might.
attackers
Just
have
waiting
located
on the C4. Throws it at the drone. So we are going to be seeing this. Nope. Not yet. I lied.
attackers dropped the
Oh,
diffuser.
Freck finds a good one. Oh, that's Case as well as Diffuser.
Defuse down, yeah. Only 30 seconds left.
Oh, another one by Boss.
3v2.
He's got to push to get that Diffuser. Boss is just going to camp that.
Does still have his Nitro cell. Looks like he's going to rip
there
it.
goes.
Not able to get a kill.
Unfortunately he falls. Freck's going to have to cover that Case now.
Attackers recovered the
Good
He's
job
able to
by
get it.
Freck.
Just have to burn time here. They're probably not going to have enough to defuse.
Wow, random spray by Roberts. Almost able to take down the edge, but Freck
It's
eventually
like,
finds
oh, Freck. I think we're about to see something crazy.
it. Freck,
Freck.
this isn't Valorant. You can aim down sights. Please, Freck.
Oh.
You know it's at that point where Freck's given up, where he doesn't even ADS anymore.
Just the runaway because he knew what he did was not.
We didn't even
Not
get to see him
fair.
on camera. He was just gone. His chair was just sitting there spinning.
So Ferris bringing it to match point now. 6-2 in favor of the Bulldogs. Just have to close out one more round here. And they would be able to come back from the 1-0 deficit.
We are seeing a first-time pulse pick by Zone here. I'm
As we
betting he's
saw-
going to be playing above the objective here, trying to spot people as they either make their way through the teller window.
Looks like Freck might have taken what we said to heart about him letting everybody else pick up the slack last game.
Yeah, as
because,
he's currently 19-3.
location of a bomb.
I think he forgot that KD gets tracked, and now he's trying to make up for his. I mean, just terrible.
I think he forgot the-
6-3 game. I mean,
I think he forgot about the whole being a team player part, and Frank just turned into I want these kills.
well, it's working.
Yeah, seriously.
As long as it's working,
As
he
long
can
as
do
they're
what he
winning.
wants. Zone going with a pulse here.
Yeah.
Turbo.
Wow, early kill by Turbo with the P10. I used
He
to call that.
wallbang?
No, I think he ran out.
Might have been a bash hole in the bottom though.
Maybe it
As
was
he's
a
just trying to
wallbang?
put some Bullets down the wall. I don't know. I feel like he'd have a huge smile.
Frank just ran outside and got OSD, but eventually he falls to
No.
Sir Buttalock.
Unable to get another.
I can't take that name
I
seriously.
know it's.
Every time I read it, I
I
almost
wasn't
start
prepared.
laughing.
I wasn't prepared the
did
first
not
time I
think-
saw it.
I love that. So 4 of the guys have some either .drx or just capital DRX, and then there's just Sir Buttalock. I don't think he got the DRX memo.
No. Oh, boss takes huge
Boss is
damage.
very, very weak here. Did you see the first ram? Oh, that's actually the last ram coming out. Zone is looking for somebody. He found someone. Throw the
Oh, he might
nitro,
be
buddy.
trying to get the nitro
Get the
through the
nitro,
floor.
buddy. Ah, unfortunately, they ran away.
Unfortunate. Placed it a little too far.
Yeah,
Well, there
now
are
he's
two
still
up there.
scanning. It's now at this point where with pulls, you would just ping where the enemy is. Wow, Zone gets one really early. I'm surprised. I didn't think he put
Ferris
the
is
camera away in
2
time.
kills away from their first victory this season. Turbo trying to get a flank off, gets sprayed through the wall. Looks like he might have done a little bit of damage there.
He did just a little
Through the
bit.
beeper.
And finds
Gets
one to
one.
Turbo. Turbo finds one to Sir Buttalock.
Pulls out the pistol.
That is. Oh, unfortunately, he falls.
Gets peeked from down the hallway.
But we do still have Zone and Roberts directly below the case. They're both just spraying through the floor, hoping to get him.
Runs out of ammo.
Run, Roberts! They're both just lighting the floor up. This ram has got to be so confused. They're just shooting everywhere. What's Boss doing during all this?
Probably just happy he still has 5
He's just
health.
chilling. Oh, he's watching the
Watching
stairs.
that
He's about to get
hatch.
him. Yeah! That is the first victory of the season for Ferris. Wow.
And after going down, after the first map, I mean, just domination the last 2 games.
Oh, yeah.
Looked like it took about a game for Ferris to get into the groove. I mean, like we said, got a new piece in
Hey,
there
man,
with
they had their
Zone.
warm-up.
And thankfully able to win the last 2
Yes.
to take this victory.
Fret going 20-4. Wow.
What a performance today from Freck.
That was amazing.
That was a really great game.
That was.
Well, 3 games. The first one, not as much, but I think that Ferris did a great job of bouncing back from being down 1-0.
Yeah.
I mean, back to the wall, and they just
Came out swinging.
dominated those second 2 games. But I think that's it from us.
Almost,
so far.
but we do have people in the production room
Oh,
that
of course, yeah.
Right. if they want to switch the camera to them and say hi, give us a wave. There they are. There's the guys in production room. We love them. They're behind the scenes. They take care of everything here. We have Flash. We have Mans on the cameras. Thank you, Flash, for being the spectator. We love you. Thanks, Mans. Love you too. All right, I believe that is it from us for tonight. Have a
that's
great
it.
rest of the night, Ferris. Have a good rest of your week. Be safe this weekend with whatever your plans are. And join us next time for some more Siege.
Yep. Next week should be
Yep.
same date and time.
All right, 7 p.m. next Thursday for some more Siege if you want to keep watching.
All right.
All right, see ya.
Of training people for careers, for professions, occupations, that it does so well. And the difference will be primarily in these new occupations, new technologies. As society and technology changes, we're going to change to respond to that. The basic mission won't change at all.
Another new face is head football coach Dan Underwood. He comes fresh from shining successes as defensive assistant for Central Michigan, Michigan State, and most recently, Arizona State, where he helped coach the defensive team to the #1 spot in the nation.
Absolutely. Dan Underwood is a superb coach. He's a great guy, great human being. He's starting new, first year as I am at the college. He's bringing in his own system, his own